Already.
Are you ready? We're gonna go live soon. Okay, I'm gonna press it. Here we go.
Ready. Set.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Friday.
Let's go.
This is where we dance, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
I was ready for this.
Who warned me? Why are we matching?
What's the dance move? What's the dance move?
We're super matching.
And we are live. Hi everyone, I am Nick.
I'm Maria.
And today our special guest
Oh
is
my god.
Thank you,
Maniac
Hayden.
4Bricks.
Hello, everybody. It's
Maniac.
Maniac4Bricks.
Maniac4Bricks.
It's been quite some time since we've seen you, but this is so awesome to see you again.
Welcome to Full of Bricks Season 4, Episode 47.
Wow, very nice.
And it's December.
Today is December 8th,
Yep.
2023.
Crazy.
And today we have our special guest who is one of the OGs.
OG. You
from
are
the-
OG, and you're like a baby OG, but
It's
OG.
not really a
I
baby.
still feel old.
Maniac4Bricks, aka Joey, formerly known as Maniac4Lego.
Yeah,
Back in the
had
day.
probably like a dozen other aliases before that.
Very cool. Very cool.
So did you just get back from anything? Or we
Not
just
necessarily. I only had a half day of work today, so
Oh,
I
very
just
nice.
had the rest of today of just running little errands here and there.
Nice.
It's going good, though.
We'll dive into our first segment, which is getting to know Maniac4Bricks.
So,
Very good song choice.
Yeah, that's from CSI. So I remember first seeing Maniac4Bricks back when I first started, and you were part of a group. Was it called the Bricketeers? Do you remember that? The Bricketeers?
Yes. So this was back when the Polybag Collector was also
Yes.
making YouTube content.
Polybag Collector.
Yes,
I was
yes,
trying to
And
remember.
yes.
somehow, both he and Just Too Good and I had just
Just Too
been
Good.
conversing on our own, just having our own group chat for a bit,
yeah.
whether it's sharing Lego news or just stuff we were building, whatever was on our mind, and just came up with the name of Bricketeers. And
Like
only had a couple of
musketeers.
things afterwards, like, not necessarily any collabs, all three of us in the same content, but it was sometimes like 2 at a time.
Yeah,
And how long did that go for?
for a while.
If it was a year, it might have been about right.
Okay.
I can remember like a couple months to almost a year.
I remember when I first started Instagram,
Same.
and I would just do like photos.
Yeah.
I had one photo of all the Bricketeers because I had all of your sig figs
All together on the Sick Big Bridge. That's right.
Well, I had it like in a scene. I think
Oh, yeah.
in one of my Instagram
Montage?
thing.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
I know. I remember, like, I think you were like one of my first followers too, and I get like all these fun comments, like when the kids were like little.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've grown up now because I guess back then you must have been still a teenager back in.
Were you guys all the same
20.
age?
Didn't have as
Like
much as
you,
that.
just too good, and Polybrick. Like, were you guys all the same?
I think you guys were.
Around the same age, right?
You guys were around the same age, right?
Yeah, just about like maybe like a year or two apart.
Yeah. Yes, and clearly you still have Lego behind you. Like, it's still a mainstay. And there's been maybe some.
Has there been a dark age for you? I don't even know.
When I was a kid, there was like a very brief dark age, like a time where I was deliberately trying to stray away from Lego and I was growing up with a lot of other toys at the time and just kind of drifted to one of those. There was a little bit where I tried to go into Playmobil because I was getting some of the catalogs and I was like, these look really
These are
cool.
fun.
But I only got like maybe 2 sets. One of them was just like a pit crew for a racetrack and then the race car itself in another. And didn't really do that much for me by that point. It's like, oh, I get to put this computer on top of a desk. Playtime.
Yeah.
Wasn't much as engaging as I was expecting it to be. But every once in a while, if I go through a store, I do check the Playmobil section just because there are still
there's still
interesting
some
things.
remnants. Yeah.
We never really got the boys Playmobil, did we?
I think there was a couple of sets like for Christmas, like there was a pirate scene for
Okay.
Playmobil, and I mean they're also intriguing, right? Like I'm a huge collector of like little things like Smurfs.
They're the ones with the round faces, right? Like
Yeah,
a ball?
they have like
It's like a ball?
yep.
I think there was a movie. Wasn't there a movie, a Playmobil movie?
Yeah, like a few years ago. I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't really heard that much of good things about it. So.
Yeah.
Like the way
No.
people get to look at the Lego movie and see it as an
Yeah.
actual movie and not just a big commercial.
That's
Yeah.
right.
People don't look at the Playmobil movie the same way.
That's right. No, the Lego movie was quite expounded. In terms of like you starting to collect Lego, was there like anything that you got into first, or maybe it was your parents who bought it for you? Like, what was your history like with the Lego?
So, from what I've asked my mom before, out of curiosity, like when was the earliest Lego that I
Yeah.
had? It was about when I was 3 years old, like
Oh
1990.
wow.
So,
Okay.
my brother is about a year and a half, almost 2 years older than me.
Mhm.
And it was the chance that he may have been playing with it first and I just adapted into it.
Yeah.
Because around 98, 99 would have been like the early Lego Star Wars sets, Rock
Mhm.
Raiders,
That's
a bunch
right.
of other themes. So I just kind of like morphed into those because I was playing with my brother,
You already
just
had
as I
them.
would play with a lot of other toys.
Yeah.
Do you still have those sets, or have they disappeared?
Like the exact sets, some of them I still have around.
Okay.
And other ones, they've just kind of melded into bins of pieces.
Mocks and
Yeah,
mucks.
yeah.
And maybe
yeah.
like sometimes with Rock Raiders, there was something where I actually went back and bought like another copy later on, where it's like, oh, now I have this whole thing put back together instead of pieces all over, as I like to call it, all over the cosmos. Like
Yeah,
it's so expansive, like it's almost a universe away.
And you're big into Bionicle too, right? Because I remember you had the masks. You were collecting the masks, and you showed
That's
it.
right. And if I adjust
Oh.
a little bit,
Whoa!
Oh, those are awesome.
How did you mount that on the wall?
so basically I built the Technic frame first, and then
Okay.
I had nails that were just the right size to fit within Technic holes and secured
So
them in
they're
place.
just hanging.
They're literally just hanging by like
Oh,
I want to say
awesome.
6 to 8 nails on each unit, and of course,
Yeah.
obviously, had to use a stud finder to make sure they were going through
Yeah.
something proper
Beam.
and not,
A beam.
not just. I've had times before where I tried to hang up things on this wall, and it was like thin, nothing holding it in
Not
place.
happening. Yeah.
So you have all the Bionicle masks there. Going to the left, what is that?
This is like show and tell already, guys.
What is that? It's like rows of different colors.
They look
Are those
like-
also masks or something else?
Yeah, so I've done a little bit of a chronological order with it, give or take a few. The ones farthest to the side would be 2001 and leading into
Oh, wow.
2002. These
Masks.
are mostly through 2002, and then it
Why are they
kind of morphed
smaller?
after that, where it's like some from the previous year, some 2003, and onwards.
Oh, okay. Why is the second frames like the mask smaller than
Nick is
all
very
the other
intrigued by
ones?
how they're so fitted together and like abacus.
No,
they
they
look
look
like abacus.
They look smaller.
So these are particular kinds of creatures in Bionicle called Borok, and most of the way you would say them nowadays is like basically the Lego equivalent of Beyblade, or not Beyblades. What's it called? The ones that roll.
Oh,
I'm
the
blanking out on the name right now. What is it?
from Chima.
No, I'm trying to think of like there's a certain brand of toys that they have these little monsters that like can roll up
Oh,
into
they
a
pop
ball.
up.
I know what you those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had a ton of those.
Beyblades?
No, it's not
The
Beyblade.
Bakugan?
But Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love Bakugans
So-
too.
Like I don't know how long Bakugan itself has existed, but like that's the closest resemblance I can say, like what people would identify nowadays. So they were
Oh,
Bionicle figures that were like that, where you could roll them up into a ball. They also had like a head that could leach forward, and these masks were actually like in like a faceplate inside of the creature. So it was a little more on the mechanical side than many other Bionicle figures because they kind of balance between being like they're robots, but they also have some organic life to them.
Oh, okay.
It's like a general biology. That's
Did
the
they have
name
a lot of
bio,
seasons
of
of-
Bionicle. It might even be better if I just tilt the camera up this way.
Oh my gosh!
better
Now we're
angle
like
it.
at the height of your walls here.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think Bakugan had a resurgence recently because Harold's son was into it for some time.
Mm.
I think I even sent him.
So there's missing masks there.
Oh.
Are you gonna try to go to Bricklink and
Find
finish
them?
them?
So there are some of them I just have floating around the collection, especially on the wall on the far right. They're just with the figures, and I just haven't taken them off yet.
Oh.
With that being said, there are a bunch of sets that included 2 masks, so I would have to go back and try to find more of like the headpieces to mount them onto. I do have the Technic ball pieces to hold them on, but they just haven't been added on here yet. And yeah, a bunch of other ones. Like there's not as many missing as there ought to be, and there's even more of them I've almost basically excluded. Like if you go to someone like Bricks and pretty much every video where he has a walk down his staircase and shows rows and collections of things, that is a much more complete collection of Bionical Masks. I do not dare to go that far. There are tons of them that are like hard to find or not released in sets, and I don't really. If I come across one, it'll be nice to add in, but it's not really a goal for me. It's more of just going through some of the more common ones, the more basic ones, to try to complete that. The 3 here has really been bugging me for years.
Oh, no.
Just 3 in that single row that I just haven't found in my travels.
Right. Wow.
Well, it's quite the collection.
That looks so good, though.
Yeah, your queue is impressive. With all the colors. I guess you're like 75% of Bricks Bionical.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Nice.
This is where we relate.
That was some early show and tell.
I know. I hope you have more.
So I remember we met Joey Maniac4Bricks in person at Philly Brick Fest.
Right.
I think the first time I saw you though, you came in your Lego costume. You had like the mask.
That's right. Yeah, I dressed up as my sig fig for 1 year.
Yep.
And you had the Lego mask going around with the jacket.
Just like 2 seconds ago, right?
And your sig fig, the torso came from what theme was that? I can't remember now. The torso of your sig fig.
Right.
It's a black jacket.
Yeah, like a black jacket.
With a red.
It's basically like mid-90s or so. I don't remember the exact like first set that it came in. But I remember it's from like a bunch of things like Time Cruisers, Time Twisters. There's a particular character that has that jacket. It's been a couple of city and town sets where it's like,
so multiple.
a biker or somebody in a hot rod car. The one I got it particularly from was a soccer set. The grandstand is something that I got growing up and was the only set with that torso I had up to that point, except for like a Time Cruisers board game. So I was like, that's unique. I like the look of that and decided to use that.
Is that torso expensive now on Bricklink since it's old? No, it's common.
In new condition, I honestly don't know, and it's very easy to find it used, and if it's a 50 cents, it's too much.
Yeah. Do you still go to conventions?
Yeah, the last LEGO convention I went to was Brickford Virginia this year.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you saw Harold there.
You see Harold, yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, we didn't even mention. So our other co-host, Harold, he may or may not be able to make it. He's doing
volunteer work.
Yeah, some volunteer work.
For Christmas.
So
yeah, no problem.
Hopefully we could see him. So what did you display at Brickford Virginia this year?
Let's see. Most of the same stuff I usually bring. So I haven't actually built a lot of new mocks for every single convention. And there are some of them I've just kind of had as almost like a legacy display. Like,
cool.
I enjoy
the Big Bird. You have the Big Bird, right?
Yeah, so Big Bird is definitely one of them. There's the Bart Simpson that's like from the shoulders to the head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I love how you're calling it like legacy displays now. Like that's like the first time I've heard that like sort of pinned out there.
That's a good way to put it.
That's a good one.
It's kind of a nickname in the back of my head because it's like, yeah, I know I built these like 7 years ago, but they still get interest and people still enjoy seeing them.
Hey, Nick has legacy displays. Like we could
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the most recent one that I had out of them was a few years back. I think that was in like 2018 or so, but now it's even more years back then. I'm telling you, I'm getting old. 2018 or so, I remember building a micro scale version of one of the adventurers sets, the Expedition Balloon, and that's the one with the
Okay.
big like whole plastic piece for the balloon itself, with like a couple stickers on it, and then you build like the basket that holds underneath it with minifigures in there. I built that as a micro version because at the time a lot of people were building micro versions of real Lego sets. I think there was like it might have been Rebrick or some Lego hosted competition at that time celebrating the 40 that would have been the 60 year of the brick. And there was also like that miniature set or a gift with purchase early in the year, 60 year of the brick, with like a pirate ship, a yellow castle, and Galaxy Explorer.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Did have you been back to Philly Brick Fest since, I guess, at 2016, 17, 18 period?
I went for a couple of years after that point. I didn't go for the one this year, and mostly like I didn't have anything really to add to it, and I enjoyed it last year though. I had like
last year. Okay.
So I had worked between two different Lego groups that were at the same time going, and for one of them I had done like this huge layout, this whole like Lego set display. Some of the mocks went to one table, but I brought like a whole bunch of Lego sets all grouped together from the theme Life on Mars from 2001. It was every single retail set with a couple of the small box sets that were missing, but there wasn't a lot to add with them either. But the cool thing about that theme is that they're all interchangeable. So you have like mechs, you have space shuttles, you have the whole base, and you could take individual parts away from that to, separate the legs from the torso of a mech, and you could add them all into each other. They're a very modular system for its time. And it also had a way where there was like a main hangar with like this big air pump, which was always advertised. It came back in Mars mission like several years later. And that was just a cool system to like transport aliens back and forth. There were mechs that went along corresponding with the colors in that hangar. So you could, if you had the sets and you had the hangars, you could literally put them next to each other, like you're unloading and loading the figures.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. What year was that? Did that theme come out?
That was in 2001, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
Way before time.
Wow, history.
Yeah. And that was in a time where it had a lot of different colors that we don't even see anymore. So sand blue is probably one of the few that's still around. Sand green sometimes. But
sand red?
We don't have sand red as we used to back then. And we don't have sand purple. That was basically for that era.
Oh. Right. I remember sand purple was in that Star Wars.
Like, is that what, mauve?
No, it's like Sam Wizell. Is that?
Yep.
Or
the bounty hunter.
The bounty hunter is sand purple, like her torso and everything. But yeah, Joey's a big Lego history buff.
I know.
You can tell already.
It. Like
he
this
knows.
is OG.
And he remembers
dates and it's crystallized. The things that you learn when you're young, right? When your brain isn't muffled by a lot of other information, but it's just.
Well, he's not young anymore. But
I know, but no, but my point is the things that you remember when you're young.
Oh, when you're
it's
young,
like crystal in your brain, right?
Oh, yes.
And everything else is just jarred, jumble of info.
Didn't you have like a documentary series on YouTube that had to do with history? I remember there was something like that back in the day.
So I had a YouTube series that I would constantly reboot in different ways. So Flashbacks was the general name of the series, and first iteration of it was just kind of like discussing based on what I had in my collection at the time of like different evolutions of things throughout history, of like different kinds of space figures, or the oldest Lego pirate figure that I had up to that point, which was like way before the pirates I grew up with in 2009. Then there was a later series of it called Flashbacks, which was like some official Lego products, and then some of them that I had created, but they weren't out of Lego. They were just out of other materials resembling Lego. So, for example, I had a Pinewood Derby car in Cub Scouts that I actually built a Lego car to use as a model for it. And basically, with the help of my dad and his tools, was able to like carve the car in a way that had like all the studs facing on top of it. It looked like individual bricks on top of the car, but not actually using Lego pieces.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then there was a series after that of Flashbacks, which divulged into the idea of Bizarre Lego. So it was talking more about the obscure
Bizarre
items
Lego.
from Lego, and kind of doing little videos of like a brief summary of history with it. My favorite was those being the Modulex history, because I learned a lot from.
That's the small ones, right? The small Lego.
Yeah, they're like half to almost a third the size of a standard Lego brick.
Have you seen those Modulex?
Not really. No.
I saw it at a convention. Maybe Brickstar might have brought it. I can't remember. He might have brought Modulex to Philly.
Yeah.
So when did this series end then?
I guess technically it ended around 2017, because when I started writing Bizarre Lego, I thought it's kind of hard to keep both of them going at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So for your YouTube channel now, what are the different segments that you focus on?
Well, the past year or two has been kind of all over the place. I wouldn't really have as many segments as I used to, but there used to be times where I would have like certain series of reviews for certain Lego themes, just kind of in a marathon. Like I did a bunch of Alpha Team reviews at one time. There was even some plans I thought of for trying to review a whole bunch of Drone Racer sets. But more recently, I haven't really figured that out yet, if I still want to continue with some of those old series or styles with it. I know a lot is changing in just social media platforms in general. So I was also trying to update, like, what kind of style do I want to present the videos? And I've seen some other people that will do a lot of those kinds of styles I grew up with, and early on when I made YouTube videos, but they would have something new to offer with it, or a different way of presenting it that made it more appealing. And I was trying to think, what way can I do that as well? Not exactly copying what they do, but something different than literally holding a camera in front of a bunch of Lego sets, like I've done for over a decade.
Well, this is it. It's kind of cool that, you have to change with just how social media is shared out there, right? Like, it's one thing to have started off like way back when things were up and coming, but I feel like there's a whole slew of, I don't know, just ideas that's come the last couple of years. The pandemic has really, I don't know, I feel like made people more creative with how their input is out there. So you kind of gotta change with the world with how you're sharing. But always, the Lego community is still a pretty diverse, rich group to have a platform on, right?
Yeah, like I guess the Lego community is expanding with the different
styles, types, outlets,
social media platforms.
Yeah.
So like there's a whole bunch of Instagram, and then TikTok, and then Twitch, and so like it's melding into YouTube, because before it was mostly just YouTube.
Yeah.
Back in like 2012, 2014 for social media, and so like now people on YouTube are like, oh, maybe I could take some of the things I'm seeing from Instagram or Twitch and try to incorporate it.
Yeah.
Very
for sure.
Fast pace.
For sure.
But
So
sorry, go ahead.
There was one series over time that I had tried to keep it going, even when everything else was kind of faltering, and that was Brick Theory, which was something that didn't really appear that much in Lego social media, and was just kind of an offshoot idea because of other creators that I watched for films, for movies, for other media in general, and just trying to apply it into the world of Lego, because Lego themes for the past 30 years or so have incorporated story. And it's like, okay, these sets have a purpose to them, or they have ways of interacting with each other. So what more can I learn from that?
Yes,
or
for sure.
are there any gaps in there that I can try to fill in? So I've still had like tons of notes. I haven't even made into videos yet, but every so often I'll try to put out a Brick Theory, and people do enjoy those.
Can you explain Brick Theory?
So the idea of Brick Theory is learning about the world as in Lego. So not necessarily of like the production aspect or how the company itself is run, but more so about the storytelling that Lego represents. So any ways that there are characters and plots and settings that Lego is incorporated into, or the ways that like a Lego theme could be, told through its story. Just trying to identify a little bit more of what is out there. For one example, there was a video that I created about Lego divers. And in that series, or in a bunch of different diving series, they usually have some kind of treasure that they're looking for, that there's like some sort of shipwreck or ruins underwater. And I took the one that was from like the late '90s, which had a whole bunch of very recognizable shipwreck pieces, and I'm like, okay, there's a couple of these that almost exactly correspond to some of the old pirate sets. I mean, sure, a whole bunch of sets could have shipping wheels in them, but I even went to the point of these sets have these pieces together. So it must have been this kind of pirate ship.
Right.
Or even looking at the background graphics, because I know some people did that before with like Creator Expert. Sometimes there would be something in the background that would be hinting at another Lego set,
Oh,
whether
cool.
upcoming
Yeah,
or
of course.
already exists. So I thought, did that happen back then with divers? And it kind of did. There were some silhouettes of things that resembled some of the older pirate ships. And I even took it one step further beyond that of like, okay, some of these pirate ships, they have different kinds of jewels and gems than we have nowadays. Why, I know that the real life reason is Lego made a special mold for that. There's a special diamond or jewel piece. But in the world of Lego, in their universe, how would that play out? And it was basically going back all the way to Castle and saying, oh, these are the same kinds of treasures they had then, which could have been pilfered, when the pirates came along.
I guess that's also like little Easter eggs.
I was gonna say
that
yeah,
were,
for
because
sure.
I know in a bunch of the modular buildings, there are some ties into previous modular buildings. I remember there was something about like it might have been the police station with like a donut connecting to like a donut shop or something, and then even in the new the
museum.
the museum right now, I think there are some Easter eggs that tie into another previous modulars.
Okay.
So there are some stories that the designers kind of just throw in there to see if I guess the
Very
fans.
interesting how you've taken this sort of route. Like, I feel like in real life, did you take journalism? Did you take what kind of like storytelling aspects? You know what I mean? Like your passion, sure, it could be, of course, contained in the world of Lego, but I can't help but wonder, did it also expand professionally? I don't know. I'm being curious now, right?
I would
Creative
say
writing.
there's some of that may have been inspired by like I used to write a lot as a kid. I would write
Okay.
short stories, and
Yeah.
also just Lego itself being a very big source of imagination for me. So there were a lot of times where I would just be building my own things, and like I would take the characters from adventurers and put them in the Arctic, and they're finding treasure there where there weren't actually sets for that, but it still was another avenue of creativity for me. So
Very
I
good.
just enjoy like trying to conjure up stories. Even nowadays, I've tried a little bit of that. There was a year or two ago that my friends wanted me to try D&D, and I understood like after watching some other people play it, how there's a lot of story building element to it. That there's one person that's kind of keeping it all in a good standing order, but everybody still has their own bit that they can chip into it about their own character, what kind of things they do, how they interact with other people. So while I haven't fully developed into D&D myself, because there's a lot more to the game elements I have to understand, I still enjoy what that offers for a like spontaneous type of storytelling,
Right.
and getting a lot of people involved with it. In fact, I had one idea for a story that I based off of video, basically. for all of what Lego Video is, it actually gave me an idea for a story that's kind of set in a fantasy era, or some may refer to it as urban fantasy, where it's like it looks modern day, kind of like Onward. It looks modern day, but it still has magical creatures and elements into it. But I was trying to come up with a story for that where music is treated almost like spellcasting. So you have the playing music, or like whether it's by tone or by instrument, and how it projects different types of magic against each other.
Oh, very cool.
So it seems like Joey gets the most out of his Lego sets.
I know, beyond just the displayed item, right? It's like there's actually so much more,
and not just like playing like this.
Beyond it, no, it's like
you have like a whole
story. That's why, I'm like, this is so interesting. It's a bit
level.
more different, right? Like I realize, again, like I said, when people create content, of course they have to be creative, but more often than not, they're not like really telling stories. But I feel like a long time ago, like when I was getting into Lego, it was like all about the minifigures and like sort of like the dioramas people were making with Lego, or just the simple fact that everybody had a sig fig, right? Like that speaks to, I am personalizing this plastic item as me. And I mean, like the Instagrams that I used to follow was like travel with Grandma Lego. Like she would just take her sig fig everywhere, all over the world, and just picture by the Eiffel Tower, or picture like having coffee somewhere in an Italian coffee place, right? So like, but I feel like the storytelling of that piece, it's a bit gone, right? Like people aren't storytelling anymore to create further beyond a set, right?
A few months ago,
I would say it's not as prevalent as it used to be, but there are still traces of it. And I've actually seen some people that will do kind of story times with Lego. So very much in the way that a lot of people on YouTube will animate a story based on something in their life or a previous work experience or something. I've seen that adapted in Lego form, even if it is stop motion, but just having an assembly that's based on what they're talking about, and still setting up the diorama with it, maybe a little bit of moving doll play with it in screen. But I still am interested by those.
No, that's very cool.
A few months ago, we had a guest, Equinox Blocks, and she does stories in terms of comic strips with her with her minifigures, and so they have captions and everything. And so,
but again, just the strategy, how she like executes the story, like she'll do them in storyboards first, and and then she will have like, is it like per season that she will release like the next edition of her comic based on all these characters that she's evolved. So it's cool. Again, like that's good to appreciate sort of like the storytelling.
That reminds me of back in my day on Instagram and YouTube, like 2014, 15 or so. I remember there being a whole bunch of comic creators. So it's good to see that's still a thriving thing.
Yeah,
there was, I think there was a series called Brickland or something like that, where it's almost like presented as a drama, but it was still very lighthearted with different people's sig figs interacting with each other. Some people would do their own comics, some people would have the collabs with them, and every once in a while I'll see that even from younger creators. So I do enjoy that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that idea.
I didn't realize that they had the comics back then too. That's cool.
Gotta find them.
So this Lego room that you're in, is that your bedroom, or is that like a different room?
A space of your Lego.
It used to be a bedroom, and then the Lego took over.
So, there's no bed. There's no bed anymore.
You sleep, outside this bedroom.
Yeah, I sleep on the roof now. So I tried to make it a half and half space where it was going to have some of it as a bedroom, the rest of it being Lego, maybe some video games in there, and the Lego just kind of superseded it. But there was another room in the house, obviously, to move and just be a little more comfortable being as a bedroom on its own, and maybe having some video games in there. But for this room, it's pretty much entirely dedicated to Lego. It's not really clean or organized. I was hoping to do a little bit before this live stream, but that was just not going to happen. But there is a method to the madness, as I've always said.
I think I remember. Was it you that like posted a video where you guys moved into a new place, and then it was like empty rooms? Was it? That was you, right?
I had a video about that about 2.5 years ago when I moved here.
Okay. Is this the same place?
Yeah. So currently it's the same place. It's just a different layout for the room itself with the furniture that's been
keeps
shuffled
changing.
in different spots.
Evolution is good. Yeah. Yes.
Exactly.
And your displays that you have, are those the older sets that you collected?
Most favorite, top 25.
Most of them are my favorites, or ones that I would say display worthy, like classic Brick Adjuster,
I forgot about that.
Oh,
I do remember there was a time when I kept watching your videos and the display worthy tagline stuck with me. I remember
how many were not display worthy? That's what's really
or the ones that were build it once and take it apart.
Build it once, take it apart. But more often than not, I think it was 80% display worthy, or not
80%.
Yeah. So I would say most of them right now are ones that I enjoy, whether it was from childhood or I still enjoy them to some extent. The whole shelf right here is just about underwater Lego themes, because I pretty much am a sucker for any one of those, even if it's down to just
Avatar
ones.
What was the Lego
Avatar
set?
The only one I haven't gotten into though.
Okay.
Underwater.
I mean, I feel better if I watch the movie and then I might get more acquainted with the sets. But there have been only a couple of movies where that hasn't happened. Like I think I bought one of the Rebel sets, and I just liked the ship before even knowing anything about the TV show.
Yeah, when the Avatar theme came out, I was like, eh. But then after I watched Avatar 2, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta get some of these sets. So
Yeah.
it might be a slippery slope after you watch Avatar 2. You might
All right.
get interested in it.
I'll try to keep still. I know some of the sets are retiring soon, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll try to watch it a little bit before that, so I'm not too tempted to get all of them.
I'm not sure if it's on Disney Plus yet.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
I'm a bit behind on like watching my TV movie watching. Did we slide into the next?
Was there anything? Do you have any other hobbies besides, I guess, writing or anything?
So other than writing and video making, I know some people consider it as a separate hobby, even if it is implemented to Lego a lot. I mentioned before that I still like to play video games. I've actually just gotten into PlayStation VR this week.
What's that?
Virtual reality?
So virtual reality. That's the one where you're wearing a headset and you can
you're
look
like
all the way around
yes,
and it's
that's
all
crazy.
projected.
How do you know the space that you're like
real?
limited to?
Like, does it seem like you're in there?
It's like when we went to CNE before and the boys and we put like the helmet on them
but I never got to wear it.
I did.
I would say you can still tell that it's not all real, but it still feels a little bit like some part of it feels natural so far. Like there was one there was one VR experience, not necessarily a full game, but just like a little demo of it that I tried where I was in like a fishing cage and it was like descending down underwater. You get to see fish and turtles and jellyfish passing by, where I would actually be able to look all the way around and I could see coral and rock formations. I could look below me and see how deep it was, and I'm like, where are the sharks? Where are the squids?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I could look up and see the boat like as it's hovering.
And this is
it,
like
the water.
I'm sure compared to like when they were sort of outcoming like a decade ago already. Like I'm sure the graphics are even that much more amazing at this.
So how is the PlayStation version as opposed to like something that you would go to a professional
game?
Well, I haven't had a lot of other VR experiences. I haven't went to any of the VR like gaming places like in malls or anything like that. I've only tried a little bit of it at my brother's place earlier this year. And with that one, it involved a little bit more of walking around, which is where I could find like that could be a problem if you don't have the space properly set up. That is usually something that they have as a disclaimer, like while setting everything up. It's like, is this a safe area? You're not going to trip over anything because you can't literally see it in front of you. There were a couple times I almost walked into a pillar in his basement, but he would actually just like hold me, move me over. Okay.
Yeah.
Good now. I had to readjust it, but it was fine. And right now I've just been able to use this in a small area, but still have it clear around it. Like some games, I don't have to be standing or walk with it. I could just sit in a chair and I could look back and forth and still be able to interact with it.
Very cool.
And so the VR games, are they like first-person shooter, or are they like a Lego game, or is it just looking around? Like what?
Yeah, that reminds me. I have tried a Lego VR before, but I don't think they've put out any VR Lego games yet. But there was a VR experience at Legoland Discovery Center. I worked there during one of the summers in 2019, and it was basically you sit in a chair, you have the headset on you, you can still look around and up and down and everything, and it illustrates it as a Lego race. So everything is built out of Lego bricks. You have like pirates that are on, like rowing a boat. You have, mummies that are carrying a some sort of shrine or tomb or something, running in this race and like going all different paths. But with that one, it also had, I guess what would be called 4D or some kind of extra experience with it, where the chair itself could move back and forth or rumble a little bit. So it felt more immersive.
Oh, very cool.
But most VR games have tended to be first person just to get you more acquainted with it.
Yeah.
But I have seen there are a handful here and there that are done from a side perspective, like you know that you're controlling the character that you're seeing in front of you.
Yeah, and you're seeing your hands even. Like I remember
like
being able to see my hands at one point, like as you're walking across or however.
And it's like a cartoon hand.
Yeah, like
and you're moving it.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's weird. All right, we'll dive into our next segment, which is Share your stories. Share your stories. Share your stories. Weekly recap. We recap.
I
So-
usually don't remember my weekly recaps. I wait for.
I remember one of Maria's stories that she can tell is last week she said she was going to go on a high tea for a high tea.
Oh right, I did. I did that. Oh my gosh, that was just like last weekend.
What is a high tea?
So a high tea is a fancy, I guess, tea.
British
in background, I'm pretty sure. And I went with a few of my friends from work, and we just decided that it was a good time to celebrate Christmas before Christmas actually got here. Oh, look, Maniac for That's very cool.
Yeah.
Nice to see that. No, but yes, we had organized this event at one of the more historic sites in Toronto, which is the Old Mill area. And I guess it's fancy. People dress fancy. It's maybe, I want to say it was like for more older ladies, but maybe that's where we are at this point in our lives.
You are those older.
And have some, in my head, it's always like cucumber sandwiches or whatnot or however. But there's a few of us who haven't had this experience before. And I've had before already. Like I have a group of friends from high school who love doing high tea every year. So, but somebody from work suggested, hey, we should do this all together. And there was like quite a good number of us who had won.
How much was it per person?
Usually it was like $50 per person. So it seems like steep for what people will think is tea, but it is like a higher quality tea. And then you get like quite a multi-layer, I guess, traying of hors d'oeuvres, sandwiches, savories, and sweets. And I keep thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to starve because I'm such a huge eater. What
were the sandwiches?
So there was like a quiche. There was one quiche. There was one that was like a croissant filled with.
It's like Costco. Little
maybe,
hors
but
d'oeuvres.
maybe a bit more elevated than Costco,
not
but
Costco.
fresh, but every time like I see like train, it was like a 3-level tray, right, where it ends up with dessert, so you kind of eat the bottom first. Okay. I feel like Nick wants to go for high tea.
I'm just curious.
I know.
You should go.
And but
were there any men there or all women?
There were some men in another table.
Okay.
But I think it's like few and far in between ish.
Was it a group of men?
No, it was never a group of men. I think it was like one or two in their party and everything.
Okay.
But I'm full. Like, I feel like I will eat a few of these sandwiches and I'm like, nope, there's no way I'm going to be stuffed like as if a buffet.
You didn't think you were going to be full.
But I'm full. Like I'm usually full in general. And it's always just a good time to like hang out outside of work, just to take that out of context and everything. And it's always a beautiful area. But it's getting cold here as it's winter. So I feel, I hit December and I'm like, okay, I'm going to relax a little bit more from work-wise. No, that's not true. And start organizing how we execute Christmas. I feel usually at this time of the year, my calendars for the next year, I usually
we usually do the yearly
annual calendar. So January for the current year, for example, would be pictures from January of the previous year. So it kind of allows me to like revisit the year that's already had been. And for having boys, me comparing, oh my God, you guys have grown quite compared to last year.
When did we start doing those?
Since they're born.
2004?
It was always, yeah. I think I have maybe 2005 when Tristan
There's like, have you heard of Shutterfly?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so you order cards, or they have like a good array of calendar formats and stuff, and also you can do canvas prints and all that. But I usually have it ordered by now, but I'm still in the process of finishing it. So I don't know. I feel like it'll be ready for January. It'll be ready for January. But and also, yeah, we have to organize. We have a trip at the end of this year, and I feel like there's a number of my cousins coming. There's about 15 of us. And so we're all trying to organize our itineraries. And usually I am organized. And one of them has everything on like Google Documents that we have to like add our information in. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't remember my password for stuff. Like I'd have to like reset stuff. So in any case, I feel like I have stuff to do.
Are you getting ready for the holidays too, Joy?
Tree up.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten the tree yet, but we're just pulling out decorations like today.
Yes.
It's I try not to jump too much into the holidays right away because I just don't want to have to rush everything. Like I still have decorations up between Halloween and Thanksgiving. I just keep it on the later side of fall decorations.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to rush everything for Christmas. And I know there's some overflow from when we moved, so not everything needs to be used.
Yeah.
Do you guys do the outside of your house as well, or just the inside?
Yeah, we usually set up decorations outside too. A lot of different lights, sometimes some signage. like
Mhm.
little signs we can post in the ground.
Yeah. I do a lot of those lawn.
The lawn. Those are
Lawn-
easy, low maintenance.
Yes, low maintenance.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't do lights so much, but like I usually have a lot of ornaments hanging from our maple tree.
Yeah.
Actually hang.
Okay.
So it's and then the leaves just grow around it, and then they disappear during summer, and then look, they're back.
And sometimes I'll put decorations on the window too. Like we've had little stained glass ornaments to put on the window.
Huh?
Or there was one year that we tried like these little gel things.
Yeah,
It almost
yeah.
looked like a
I've never
stencil.
tried those.
What are
Yeah,
the gel things?
they're like stickers, but like, how do they stick? Do you have to like actually wet a surface first? Like, I've never tried them. I'm always looking at them, but
What is
Yeah,
this?
you have to wet it a little bit and then kind of stick it all on at
so
once.
they're like cut out shapes. It could be like a Christmas tree, like if depending on the season or the theme, right? So like little elves, but they're made of like jellies. Like they look
Like gelatin?
like gelatin, but they're like
Yeah.
sticker gelatin, and then you put them on your
They're
window.
like puffy stickers.
Yeah, like puffy.
Yeah,
Like
basically.
Yes, and then you can see them from the outside, of course, but you put them from the inside, right? Like it won't be from the outside.
Right, yeah. I keep them on the inside just so it doesn't get affected
Fall
by
out and
too
everything with
much.
the weather.
They're
Yes.
see-through.
Yeah, like so
But
they're
they're
like
colored.
a translucent colored, like they're not opaque.
It's like a trans green or trans blue
Sure.
if you're talking about Lego.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I feel
No,
like
I
even like
refer to real colors in Lego color vocabulary too.
Oh, look at this. This is medium azure.
Yeah, exactly. This is how we like colors. But I feel like even at this time of the December already, things are going on clearance. And like they already had like all these Christmas things really in Costco at the end of August. So people have been ramping up for Christmas. But a friend of mine went to our equivalent of Marshalls here, and so like Winners, and they were already putting out Valentine's Day stuff.
Oh.
And we're like, can we
Wow.
please get like Christmas over and done with? You know what I mean? Like
They had early stock.
everything is always early stock just to like get people to think about it. But I feel like let's just enjoy Christmas for what it is and everything.
It's just a weird pattern where they try to think, oh, we want to have stuff early so people have enough time in order to buy them, but nobody's really thinking about Christmas in the middle of August.
No, exactly.
Or at least not the average person, I think.
Right. There's still so many more ahead of Christmas, like Thanksgiving and Halloween, right? Before we even get there. What did you do?
How was your week, Joey?
Well,
or even last weekend?
My week has been going okay. I've started a new job as of last week, and I'm still in the training phase for it.
Exciting.
But every day has been like pretty well paced. My manager showed me like an itinerary of what to do for each day, and then going into like the next 2 weeks or so, just to get a better sense of like how much I'm going to be taking on each day as far as like different areas to cover. It's the kind of job that requires a lot of multitasking, so it's good that they're breaking it down into one department at a time, so that I feel very comfortable with this, and then I can move on to something else and be able to trace back and forth if necessary.
Oh, very good.
Awesome.
Nice and nice.
I guess another thing we did our we just started this during pandemic, but we've each year we started doing pajama family photos.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Making magnets, like refrigerator magnets with it.
Our fridge is full of because of all the boys. Like,
we've done it 4 years now. So we started during the pandemic.
Yeah. We like to keep our trends going, but you can like every year, of course, there's going to be a release of different Christmas prints.
Yeah.
So I almost wonder at what point we'll exhaust Christmas prints. There's only so many different plaids.
So this year we did orange and dark red plaid.
We kind of were a little bit late in the game too of like looking for.
But it was like, oh, it's on sale. It's Black Friday sale. It's like $5.95.
Add to cart. Yes.
Old Navy for this.
But even then, right? Like the 4 years of Christmas that we've had, like especially like with our youngest, it's like, wow, he's grown so much. He's grown so
Actually,
much.
So Little Buscus. He's the one that grew up. He's the one that looks different from the first one to like the second and third. Yeah. Whereas like our youngest, he still looks the same. He just
looks lighter.
It's just Mason because he got all long and lanky.
Long and lanky. Nothing like pictures to record all this change.
Yeah. So update. So Big T and Little Buscus, they're not really into Lego anymore.
So sad.
Oh yeah.
They
see how at least you never had a dark age, or the fact that it was you who wanted it versus I feel like other than Big T.
I think when
everybody else is born into it, right?
When he hit grade 8, grade 9, then he started not getting into it, and then Little Buscus around the same time, grade 6, 7, he started not getting into it. So our
Yeah.
youngest one is the only one that really he's doing the advent calendars right now, and he's actually building everything. So he
Yeah.
likes it.
Oh,
More
okay.
Lego for dad.
Really?
Well, there you
Even
go.
all the
There's one
advent
way to look at it.
calendars. I'm like, do we really need all
Even
the
their
advent
little
calendars?
cubbies, I've taken over their cubbies and I've put displays in them now because they used to
It
have
was always his cubbies.
Big T would have his base, the Big T base, and he would have all his stuff there. So
Yeah. Gone.
Yeah, I always
That's-
enjoyed when there were Instagram photos of each of their mocks and like
Yeah.
the using the mixel joints is very creative, building different
Yeah.
characters.
I still have his mocks under the pool table because he asked
Oh.
me, like his Marvel and his like superhero ones.
Yeah.
Because last year, once in a while, he would come down, and he would want to bring one of his college friends and just to show around.
And Nick's like, no.
Well, I'd be here just making sure nothing's like knocked over. Or
I know. He had a friend.
there was
not
yeah,
so long ago.
there was one time he brought a friend down, and he's like picking up the Atari set,
The
and he's
joystick.
like,
Can I take this apart? And Nick's like,
"Can I take this apart to see how they made it?" I'm like,
just to take away your friend now.
he grabbed Optimus Prime. Can I transform this into a truck? I'm like, you could.
Nick
but
was sweating.
they're
not
like,
good.
we're industrial design students. We can figure this out.
Oh, that is
Well,
cool.
The instructions are out there somewhere on the site, right? So
Yeah.
that's funny.
Oh, macro.
Canada.
$10 donation. Wow, thank you, macro. From Canada, not Canada.
I said Canada.
Wow. So yeah, happy weekend. What else? Oh, have you started? Did you get into Squid Game when it first came out?
I've been meaning to get into it for a while. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I haven't actually started any episodes yet. And a friend of mine watched one of the newer episodes, and I'm like, how much of the series do I need to know up to this point? Because
Yeah.
I know how much it will carry over.
Yes. So I just finished the newer one.
Because this is the challenge. It's actually like real people, right? Living through the Squid Game sort of like
television show.
The show, right? So they're anticipating, of course, all the moves that happened at the show. So it's kind of interesting sometimes when the producers switch things up around, and it's entertaining for us. But
I wish I lived Squid Game.
So yeah, it's a good show, but I have yet to finish it.
And the grand prize is bigger than any other reality show.
Over $4 million.
It's $4.56 million US dollars.
Which I'm thinking, where is this held? Because Survivor, I guess Survivor gives $2 million every year because there's always 2 shows every year, and they're more prolific with their viewership. It's like season for Survivor alone, it's like season 45.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like it's been ongoing.
So they've given away $45 million basically.
Technically.
Survivor.
Mr. Beast, you gotta look out.
Mr. Beast, yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Beast has done
a lot of 5-digit, 6-digit challenges with people.
I know.
Mr. Beast did a Squid Games, I know, where they did the different. So it's similar to that, but the production value is
higher.
Is way higher.
Yeah,
because it's actually.
But it is interesting where they found these people. I didn't see a release Who Wants to Join Squid Game.
Well, at the end, after the last episode, they did like a little commercial thing, and it said SquidGamesCasting.com.
Yeah.
I guess for people who want to do season 2 of Squid Games.
I do
now, correct me if I'm wrong. I was under the impression that Squid Games was based on fiction, that it wasn't a reality show.
It is.
It is. So the original Squid Game is scripted, and it's Korean, I guess.
Yeah, and this one is reliving it, like people.
So now they did the American version, and this one is
like a reality show.
It's a reality show, so it's not scripted.
And they eliminate, and nobody gets killed.
Yeah,
spoilers.
I was wondering about that when Matt first said when she lives Squid Games. I'm like, but you have to survive.
Yeah. You have, So it's funny because again, if you're gonna watch it in the future, but I'll just let you know, people just get shot, but something like a paint blob bursts on their torso area, right?
And then they just go,
and they pretend to die.
Okay, so they're playing along with it.
There's
That's
still
cool.
a dramatic effect to it. Moving on, right? So that's
all right.
kind of
but the first episode was kind of like what is this? And then as you keep watching and
You get
seeing
invested.
competition after competition, like, okay, this is cool. Because they got to make choices that are hard, like
Yeah.
hard choices.
Of course, especially. Yeah, for sure.
So,
Well, that's exciting.
and then another thing I watched was the Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, I haven't.
Came out on Disney Plus, and
I'm
so
so
I
behind
checked
on
that
It's
out.
out now.
Yeah, it's out on Disney Plus, and it's cool because there's a big section at the beginning where it's young Indiana Jones. It's like Harrison Ford from 1981 or
like AI. Like how did
it
they
doesn't look weird though.
filtered him? How did they filter out?
It
his...
looks like you know how I guess it was the Mandalorian where Luke Skywalker came back.
Yeah.
And they made him look younger.
Yeah.
And his
Right.
face looked a little weird.
Yeah.
They fixed it. Like they with the technology now, they improved the technology, and now old 80-year-old Harrison Ford is doing all the acting, but his face looks like he's 30 years old.
Who needs
like it looks
surgery?
really good. But you can tell his voice is still an old voice.
Oh.
You know, like an old man voice.
Yeah.
But he has a deep baritone voice anyways.
Oh,
that's fair.
But I don't know if it was maybe a stunt double doing all the jumping and everything, because I don't know if like an 80-year-old man could do all like
80 though. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's 80 now.
Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm sorry, excuse me.
IMDb that.
No way.
He's up there.
70.
No, I think he's 80.
It's been almost 50 years since the first Star Wars.
81?
So he's gotta be up there.
I don't believe this.
81.
81.
Harrison
My
Ford.
bad. I am wrong. Wow.
The hunk of the 1980s, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess then he was, in his 40s.
Yeah. Oh, and then the last thing I wanted to mention. So the past couple of weeks we've been talking about Hayden. Hayden's our youngest, baby Bricks. He's 9. He's been getting into Crazy Eights.
Oh my gosh.
You know this game? You know the card game?
I've heard
Crazy
of it, yeah.
So we play it. I think I'm a prolific Crazy Eights player. And I realize card games, of course, there's luck, a lot of luck into what, cards you draw or are given. He's been beating me every single game. And I'm like, no, you're going down. I don't know. Like we just taught him. But I'm struggling beating him.
He beats me
Maybe you
once
taught
in
him
a
too
while.
well. Maybe you taught him all your tricks.
I don't know. I'm like,
but I could tell he has strategy now. So
what strategy?
We played 4 games today.
It's like how? Hang on, this is humbling. This is the whole thing about being a parent, and you're just so humble. Like you were just born. I don't understand why you're beating me.
So we played 4. So the first game, I narrowly just beat him, and then the second game, he crushed me. He had like he finished with like 3 8s, and just boom. So it's tied 1-1. And so the third game was like the tiebreaker. So we played it, and then I had a chance to win, but then I was like,
that's exactly what winners say. I had a chance to win.
So I'm looking at his cards. I'm like, so I did something that I normally wouldn't do, because if I had done it, I was afraid that he would just suddenly put down all his cards. So I actually had to like change my strategy, but I ended up winning. But it was weird because normally
I saw his cards.
I didn't see his cards, but I did something opposite that I would normally do. So like he's making me change my strategy now because I think that he has
we're overthinking this.
all this strategy.
I'm not sure. Part of it too is he plays it a lot. Like he plays it with Nick when he gets home from school. He'll ask me when I come home from work. Like he is, if there's like 10,000 hours of like practice, he's kind of getting there. And then when my mom picks him up from school, sometimes he's like, "Oh, we're gonna play Crazy."
But it's no challenge
like,
for him.
He's become like, if there's poker, he's become the Crazy Eight, sort of like.
Because I'm used to him just putting down any card, but now he has purpose to putting down certain things.
That's kind of good, right?
I guess, yeah. It's Crazy Eights.
Take that, AI.
There you go.
People can be taught.
I don't take it too. All right. And nothing else, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll go into. I think it's that time for.
It's time for show and tell.
Oh, it's now.
Tell
You have the banners?
Oh, I haven't been doing the banners.
I'm just not Harold. I just don't,
Show and tell. I forgot about the banners.
It's all good.
Wait.
I just remembered it too.
I just set up the. Right. Okay, show and tell. What do you got,
I
Maria?
feel like it seems like we keep buying stuff on Amazon. We don't. Although this week, I'm like, what's this other Amazon package and this Amazon package? These are not Amazon packages. Okay, so every year I'm still very old fashioned. I like having an agenda. I write my agenda down and everything, and I usually get it from Moleskine. But they didn't have anything lovely this year for Moleskine. It's just very cut and dry.
Are you talking about like a holiday?
Yeah,
Moleskine?
I always look for something thematic for Moleskine. Like last year,
So what is this? Little Prince?
So this is the Little Prince, and they didn't have anything dated, and so this is actually their undated planner.
Do you know Moleskine, Joey? Do you know?
Yeah,
Moleskine?
I think the first time I learned about Moleskine was because I got a Lego notebook.
Oh, cool!
Oh,
You got the Lego
okay.
notebooks. Those are hard to find nowadays. I love them. I know.
Yeah.
And so I mean Moleskine of course made a bunch of agendas still for 2024. Even the 18 months that starts, September 2022 to 2024. But they're all just the again, very regular, just non-thematics, right? Non-thematics. Last year my theme was Alice in Wonderland, for example, and they had been very good in the
How come
past.
it's French? Le Petit Prince.
Le Petit Prince is a French book.
Oh, I thought it was the Little Prince.
It is the Little Prince,
but it was
it's
first
written in French.
Yes, it's written in French.
Oh, I didn't know that.
By oh my gosh, I'm having a mind. I can't remember the author's name. It's the tip of my brain.
Oh,
anyhow, it is. So it is in French, and then it's been translated to so many languages because of its message of love. But this year, I couldn't find anything cute for the next year. I need to be inspired, right? And so the only thing I found was, of course, like it's actually like a whole journal set of Le Petit Prince with a regular journal. Yeah, by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
I didn't want to attempt to say that name.
Exupéry. And so this box, you open it up and it has a regular Moleskine journal. Ooh. with just a Little Prince. Oh, I guess I'll remove it or not remove it. We're opening. So just a regular journal of Moleskine.
But you don't want to show
Prince.
This?
That's just a paper.
But
I really just got it so I can get the planner.
Oh, it's a black and
so that's a black.
Very cool.
Yeah. So two books in one box. It's their, I guess, special box set collection for the year coming up. But it's interesting because
what are you gonna write in this?
I don't know yet. But I really wanted just the agenda. So I bought this whole thing just to get an agenda that has something fun and flavored. But I have to be careful because it is undated, and I have to write it. Like they give you the stickers for the January.
Oh, it's a cartoon. I mean, colored.
Yeah. So each kind of month has one, and they will give like 5 weeks worth of segments, but I had to be careful when to start the days, right? So just again, interesting with 2024, January 1st is a Monday, so that works. But by the time we roll to the end of January, the 31st on a Wednesday, and then you start February, but then I have to start the next month as February and be careful to start it on a Thursday.
Each month has a colored Little Prince thing.
I guess so. So this is probably one of my more thicker agendas, if anything, because of the amount of paper in it to change up the different months and be mindful of the. So yeah.
Did you already write down your birthday?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me show
I hope so.
That's like the first thing I write. Like I count down to my birthday, and it will also fall on a Monday.
Oh, you're on a Monday.
On a Monday.
How come you made a mistake there?
I did. I put my age from this year into it, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. So suddenly, I have an error.
And then the 5's turned into a 6.
Olding. Anyhow, but there's like a whole lot of paper in it, and we'll see how this progresses. But I feel like in the beginning, I'm always so nice and neat and methodical with my journaling and my agenda-ing, but the end of it, like the other one, it's pretty much worn. I have all these like scribbles and things. So anyways, that's like one of my show and tells. And then I like skulls in general, and I also like lip balms. And I found a skull lip balm. So I felt like, it's winter.
I don't see the skull.
It almost looks like a Darth Vader's helmet when I had a Darth Vader.
Or who's that? Who's the Marvel that's a skull?
The Red Skull?
The
Red Skull. Yeah.
But black.
But it's the Black Skull now.
Oh, it's Punisher. It's like Punisher then, I guess.
Oh, that too.
So anyways, this is my December. December's full of Christmas theme
What's
stuff.
the color of the bomb?
This one is a mint flavor. No, I think
green?
it's probably just, let's go open it. I rarely open stuff, but I'm actually having dry lips at the moment. I removed the top cranial area.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's like a brain.
It broke.
Bro.
It broke.
Wow.
Thanks. What brand is this? Rebels
Now
Refinery.
it looks like their brain.
Now I feel like I
Oh
have
man.
with coconut oil, beeswax, and vitamin E, all
can
natural
still use it.
ingredients and cruelty free.
You just have to pucker.
Is it because is that the only way to have opened it? Did I break this? No. So
Did you slice it?
I probably so now it comes with like 2 hemispheres of brain, and I don't know. I feel like I
you
could
could
just
still
do
use
this.
your finger, I guess.
I feel like anyways, that was my what to do. That's when you don't open stuff right live, right? It's like sad for me. It's okay.
It says coconut oil, cruelty free, with a bunny.
Yep. Because we don't want to test on animals.
Beeswax,
Exactly.
vitamin E, and natural.
I mean, otherwise, it seems like a pretty cool idea to have a brain as lip balm. And in the bottom here, at the bottom of the base of the skull, it says, "Be all my sins remembered." I don't know why. Okay, there you go.
Deep.
That's me in a nutshell.
Do you have anything else for show and tell?
Well, even though I said before, it's been a while since I've actually created mocks and had a lot to display about them. There actually have been some I've been working on over the past year. Most of them have actually been, instead of building them physically, I've built them more digitally with Brickford Virginia. So I've been more acquainted with the program over time, and for some reason or another, got into the style of building brickheads. Yeah, I used to collect a whole bunch of them. I sold almost all my collection of them a couple months ago. But I still enjoyed like what they offered. Every one of them being in a very specific style, but having a lot of different building techniques to make the characters really come to life.
More personal, yeah.
I even like one of the Star Wars ones, I think Captain Phasma or Stormtrooper, one of those two, where instead of making like the inside of the head and usually would have some sort of brain stalk, they built all around it just to get the building techniques right and just making the right shaping of the helmets. So,
what software do you use?
So this is a software for Bricklink called Bricklink Studio. It's a free program. It's kind of like the updated version of Lego Digital Designer, because Lego doesn't support that anymore. But Bricklink Studio has everything on there and more, and even old pieces are on there, updated every so often. So, and also like any modern colors that are around in Lego. There's even some where you can just add colors to pieces that didn't exist just to get a 3D model created and get the idea of it. But I usually try to stick to having the filter for like pieces in colors that already exist. So that way, if I did want to build it in real life, I can. And even some of the previous mocks that I've built, I would back up onto there, like recreating them. So if I ever take them apart or they break in some way, then I know how to build it again. So what I did recently, I've been building a bunch of custom brick heads with different characters in mind, some of them based on people that I follow online, different creators, and different avatars that they've made, just because I like their character designs. And there are some of them I've actually been able to build physically. I've been doing like piecemeal since April, and this is the latest one that I put out of Stitch.
Oh, I love it. That's cool. I like how the ears, you've done a reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So they are actually adjustable, so you can still make different expressions with him.
Can you flip him around?
Yeah, and then I tried to cover that pattern on the back.
Very neat.
The tail.
Very clean.
Yeah. I kept debating on this one if I should make him with 4 arms or with just the 2 arms. And as I was going through parts available, I basically had to make him into 2 arms, but I know I could customize that later if I wanted to.
Yeah. It's great.
So this one in particular is actually something that my friend asked me to create for a friend of theirs for their birthday. Because they know they like Lilo and Stitch. They have some Lego, or at least would enjoy building it. So I actually did also craft instructions using the Bricklink software. Using these parts just to make sure that they are able to build it themselves. And I'll still divvy it up, like, certain parts of it just so it's easier to find everything, separate some of the blues or have, the arms as their own bag of pieces so it's easy to find those and build it together. But I really enjoyed building this one, and just different ways of adding like little intricate details. I know some other people have done mocks of Stitch, and I saw a few of them before I started building this, but I still had a way of it working my own techniques into it.
Of course.
The They have a little more like a claw nature to them, using the
Right.
female
Oh,
hinge
right.
pieces.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I feel like
that the feet
like
that.
Stitch was having a resurgence. I don't know. Like, you know how usually things pop up because they are re-released in trend, but I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing him pop up in different ways, in different.
Do you think there's gonna be a part 2?
There is a part 2, right?
Oh, is
like
there?
I think it'll be like a part 3, but
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, back in the day, they had 2 movies and then a TV show,
Mhm.
and maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of video merchandise beyond that. I remember playing a
Ah.
DVD game as a kid.
Oh,
But
okay. No, I don't remember
I
that
did
one.
also see sometime after I posted the digital render of this from Bricklink before
Yeah.
building it physically.
Yeah.
There was some rumor going around that there was going to be an official Lego Brickheads based on
Oh,
Stitch.
with Stitch.
So I'm like,
Did they come up? They didn't come up with one.
Not
though,
yet,
did
but he
they?
just hears here. No, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
at least
not
that's what I've heard, or
Yeah,
at least
yeah, yeah.
somebody typed on Instagram and then posted it as its own photo. I don't know
Oh, okay.
how reliable they all are, but
yet. Right.
they tend to
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
out true.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me because that's like the second time I've built a mock right before a Lego one is going to be released.
Maybe you are foreseeing
They're
the
watching
future
you.
and you have no idea, right? That's right.
Gaze into my transclear
Exactly.
crystal ball.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
But the first
Any
time
of-
with that was a couple of years ago when I had built a Bionicle figure. I tend to build one every year and just
Mhm.
kind of like making a basic Bionicle figure, but changing the colors, maybe some pieces with it, and try to create either another character out of it
Mhm.
or just something fun. Like it still covers the basic construction,
Of
but
course.
now feels fresh because it's using different kinds of parts.
Right.
I built one in, I think, 2021 where it was made to look like Spider-Man. So I
Oh,
think I have
fun.
it up here.
Let's
Just
see
one
this
moment.
permutation.
Yeah, so the
Oh,
inspiration
cool.
was
Oh.
using this mask to get that kind of mask shape like Spider-Man
Yes.
has.
You use a
and build
3D
the
printer
character
for
with it.
this?
No, this was like an official Lego piece.
Oh,
And they released
From
it, like,
Bionicle.
it was kind of like before collectible minifigures, they had blind packs for
Okay.
Bionicle, where some
Yeah.
colors of masks were released only that way instead of in the regular sets.
Yeah.
So literally like days before, there was like a day or two, I think, after I had posted about mine, that there was news of a Lego brick built Spider-Man figure, and people were saying, "Oh, it's like a Bionicle Spider-Man," and I'm like,
You're like,
contract- yeah.
not a real one.
Yeah.
So it's the ones that we know now, like Venom, Iron Man, Miles Morales,
Mhm.
that kind of style of
Captain
building.
America.
That's right.
Yeah.
What do you next see in the future? I feel like we.
Oh, that is just a weird thing. I don't know exactly what's going on. I just do what I feel comfortable with,
Yeah.
and it just happens to be what's trending.
That's right.
I'm not trying to be ahead of the curve or anything. I'm just like, oh, now that's relevant, or a synchronicity kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Now I know it's out there because I was already, had it on my own mind.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the next trend is, though. Unfortunately, I'm usually the one behind the trends on a lot of things. And somehow with Lego, I'm right in line. I'll post a video, and then Brickstar will have a video very similar like that. Just happens to be around the same time, Or there's a time where I buy a Lego skateboard, and then he intentionally posts a video after. Hey, I heard about it from Joey, and he buys 2 of them. So who knows?
Do you still have your Maniac4Bricks brick head?
Oh yes, I do. He sits at my front desk all the time.
Oh, awesome.
That's a good one.
He is still missing the
That is
arms,
good.
though. I've taken those and put them into something else, but I need to put them back on. This one I enjoyed for a couple of blings. The torso I had tried to custom make where where all the studs are facing sideways, kind of like the Lego letters on a lot of the modulars.
Yes.
So it's just attached simply by a clip in the middle.
Oh, that's smart. That's clever. I like that.
There we go. So it's just 2
That's
clips
a good
that
way.
hold it in place while still creating the design.
That's
And
good.
then each of the arms and head are able to move because they're just on a 2x2 turntable, just to give it a little more personality.
Yeah,
For
Lego
sure.
should do that. They don't do the
Watch
circle head.
the next release of Brickheads.
See, now that I say it, even though I built this
pivot and doing this.
exactly, yeah. Now that I say this out loud, they'll be like, "Okay, write that down."
Oh my God, we're gonna totally say see.
That was during
Noted.
our gray period when I wasn't really into the Lego YouTube when people were making
Their
their
brickheads, yeah.
brickhead figures.
Well, that was, I feel like, what maybe the last time we went to Florida. I went to Florida with the kids, and I think I used some of your points. He was not into Lego at that point, and there was like a lot of points in it. And I think I bought them the first set of brickheads where you could personalize brickheads.
Oh, the
and
one
stuff.
there, that one.
Yeah. You know, and we had some fun building our own brickheads and stuff. But yeah, I was like for the longest time, Nick's not interested in these things. So weird. And well, now we have brickheads. So
Yeah, I remember that there was one of the Philly Brick Fest where a lot of people brought in their sig figs of
cool.
brickheads and all displayed them on the table. Of course, that's the one where I forgot to bring mine, though.
Oh.
But I still got a picture of them nonetheless, and they all very much look like their minifigures.
Oh, I do like it that you can like turn your head around. That is so cute.
Yeah,
well, not all the way around because that's very Beetlejuice at that point.
Mm-hmm. That's a new movie, Joey and Stitch.
Joey and Stitch.
Joey and Stitch. It could be. Does that require me to move to Hawaii? Because I'll do it.
Maybe.
It's not a bad.
If it means that, I'll move to Hawaii.
Sold.
Jersey or Hawaii?
Oh yeah. If the choice is not New Jersey, I'll go with that choice anywhere.
You're up.
Is it my turn? All right.
I feel like Nick hasn't put away his Avengers Tower.
Because
I feel like it's still officially on the pool table.
I still haven't done it.
You still haven't dusted
my review for it. So the new set that I built this week, not the Avengers Tower, that was last week, is the museum.
Oh, okay.
It looks small. I don't know why I'm thinking it's small.
So it's 48 studs wide and then 36 studs deep. So it's bigger than a regular modular because usually modulars are 36 by 36.
I am corrected.
But one interesting thing that we get a minifigure. I don't know if we've had a minifigure like this. You could tell me, Joey.
She
has a prosthetic leg, and it's molded into
like it's like the runners type.
Yeah. It's the runners thing. Have you gotten this before?
It's relatively new. I believe the last year or two, there have been like one or two minifigures put out with that in some of the city sets. I know that the upcoming collectible minifigure series has the prosthetic runner with both legs, which is really useful, especially for people who may have the right leg instead of the left leg, or may have both.
So on the front here, we get these banners. They're like plastic.
Okay.
But it's a nice
covers
vinyl.
The windows. Yep, very much like a museum.
We got the nice tree, and then for the interior, I
like the pillars with the what's it called? The scrolls again at the top. Okay, sorry, you're seeing the back.
So I guess there's a little hidden room here.
Oh, the museum curator's room.
And they get up through
a stairwell.
A stairwell here, and then.
I feel like one of these flashlights just flashlight things.
You take off
the top. Should you need help? Nope, you're good. And but nice roof.
The first thing you get is like a solar system. And I like the design, how they did the solar system. You can see Saturn there, and then just the
sun
planets
at the core.
Around.
Yeah.
And then the display here. It's like different
helmets, hats?
Themes. So there's pirates, forcemen, and castle.
That's
and
right.
Underneath is like a micro of like a pirate ship.
Oh, nice.
There's like a tree, like a house, like a tree house kind of thing, and then the classic yellow pirate ship.
Oh.
So that's neat.
That's really cool. I would not have expected them to try to make something at that micro of a scale compared to what they usually would look like.
And then they have space.
Another space room.
So I'm not sure
the shuttle flying across the land.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's what that is. And then the last.
I guess they were trying to go for like the classic space logo, but still making it look like the Earth and having a shuttle.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. So we have. I don't know what that
fire extinguisher
sculpture.
What is that?
It's
thing on the wall. What's the thing on the wall? Like
a telescope?
Glue gun.
But the thing in the middle looks like it's like a rock, like a spiky
Oh,
rock or
maybe,
something.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have minerals in a museum, that large stone minerals.
That's true.
And then this last thing here, I think this is supposed to be space again,
Still?
because there's like a rocket ship.
Oh yeah,
I just see the blue
Mm.
and gray.
that is definitely supposed to be classic space with
Yeah,
like a
classic
little
space.
outpost and maybe Galaxy Explorer.
Are you able to remove this second level and then reveal the bottom?
Oh,
Or
can you?
oh, can you? Oh dear, look at this. Ooh, the dinosaur parts, always my favorite part of a museum.
So we got the brick built dinosaur fossil. I guess this is a Brachiosaurus,
Brachiosaurus.
and so it comes off.
Oh, that's good that it comes out on its own.
Yeah. And so it's cool how they made it. They used white bananas for the ribs.
Yeah. Yeah. How about the neck? What is just these are just like
They're this piece.
the joints? Oh, I see. Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but it's connected with the claw, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just have this is like a gun. It's not focused.
Mhm.
Right, there was like the
One of those
Overwatch
guns.
blasters, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. That's a good way of using it for a fossil head.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then other things on the inside. I guess artwork. They have some artwork there, some pottery.
Oh yeah, it has like the layers of the earth.
Yeah, I guess it's like earth. Here's some dinosaur eggs.
Mhm.
There's like a office. And then there's like a bathroom. I think this comes off there. And then you can see like the bathroom and
this is complete Lego.
Like a microscope kind of thing.
Oh.
I like the floorings for sure.
Yeah, the pattern of the flooring
it's unique.
Was done already. So I tiled the second floor.
Oh, it was not tiled?
But the first floor was tiled already.
Oh, Lego.
With this pattern.
Okay.
So it's nice.
I like the rooftops where it has like these domed window casings.
Oh, this?
Like the black. Yeah.
Yeah. This reminds me of like what the train station Bricklink designer program
like
I think had something like this.
Yeah, I like that.
And then there's even a
maybe the town hall had something with the garage doors hunched over like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. So this, like, you know how it's like long like this? That kind of reminds me of the Parisian restaurant. You can kind of see it.
Like why? Like
how it's like
horizontally long.
Yeah, compared to like other modulars.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I like this.
He's already measured out where it would go. It will go.
I have a spot.
Yeah.
I already have a spot. I remember Bricks for Chris would always get like 2 or 3 of the modular and then make a mega modular. So I'm sure some people are gonna make
multiple levels of museums
or like Hoosier Bricks will make like
they don't have like ancient civilizations in here. Like
they have
the statue in the front with the Greek.
They had the pottery and like the old rocks and everything.
Oh,
so maybe that's ancient civilization.
Yeah,
that could be that.
No mummies. You know.
Oh yeah, no mummies.
Yeah, like a mummy.
They didn't have mummies.
Which I know there's a minifigure of the mummy, but I wonder if a rough.
The designs on the top look nice with the pillars.
The curlicues, yeah.
So they always do a good job with just using parts, like different parts to make designs. Even like the fencing here, they didn't use like regular. They just have like the arrow piece, and then they stuck it in.
That's very cool.
And even how they did the designs here too. This is printed. So
yeah, I'm actually impressed that I think it's actually a smart move that they went to a 48 width to it as opposed to keeping it 32, because you wouldn't be able to pack as much into the museum or even get that sense of
more condensed
that a standard modular would offer. So that extra width to it really does help.
It's true because when you go to a museum, you need like a lot of space to walk.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah. Is that where it's from?
Sorry?
Is that where it's from? Oh, because you had turned it around
Yeah.
earlier. Where does the dinosaur go?
Like it doesn't seem cramped where other the back is kind of boring though. It's just like more windows.
Exit, the escape door.
Mhm.
More
What
windows
color
would be-
shade is this? It's not quite avocado green. What is this?
What's the official
What
Lego
is this
color of this?
name?
It
Joey?
looks like olive green to me.
Olive,
Is it
olive
olive
green?
green?
Yeah, not avocado. I knew it was
Yeah,
something
because
like that.
it looks like the same one on the Parisian restaurant, which is
Mm,
olive
It
green.
is. It is.
a nice classic-ish color.
Mhm.
It's a nice set. How many minifigs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Plus the statues.
Plus the gray statues. One looks
Yep.
like Gandalf without his long robes.
And the staff piece.
Yes.
All right. So we are gonna go into our last segment, which is
It's time for news you can use.
I'm the brick fan.
thanks to Alan the Brick Fan. Get the ticker
I
tape.
feel like a lot of sets have been released already that December should be pretty un-Lego-y, right? Like you already got your December 1st Lego set.
Yeah, there's
and
nothing.
built,
It's all the news is more for
and it's
2024.
gonna go, whoo, let's wait till March. It's like March. Do you guys have Boxing Day there? Not so much. I forget.
All right, news that you can use thanks to Alan the Brick Fan. All right, let's see what Alan has to say here. Oh, so these are some Lego
Oh.
2024 poly bags.
Animal
Speaking of the
Crossing.
poly bag collector,
I wonder if Mason would ever want any of these. He was really into Animal Crossing.
what do you think about Animal Crossing, Joey?
So I've always liked the aesthetic for a long time, but I never really got to play any of the games until New Horizons came out. And
Oh,
I know
okay.
that was pretty basically everybody's game to play in 2020, where it's like, oh, it feels like we're going outside, but we're not. Well, we can't. And still being able to connect online, making a lot of different environments. I'm still very slow at playing it, or at least developing more of the town. I did a very haphazard way of doing it originally, where like houses are stacked right next to each other. It's hard to walk through, but I still like it. I'll just play it every once in a while at this point. But
What do you
definitely
what do you
interested
think
in
about the sets? You're gonna get the sets?
So as much as I'd like to get all the sets, and I think I've gone on record on a social media post or so thinking, oh, it would be cool if I bought it out of the same currency that was in the games. So in the games, instead of calling it dollars or pesos or another currency, they call them bells, like a ringing
Oh.
bell.
Oh,
I thought it would
okay.
be funny if I actually went to the Lego store when the
and
sets
give
come
them
out, having a whole big bag of actual ringing bells and trying to
bells,
pay
yeah.
for it.
Imagine.
But then when I did the math and trying to actually accumulate that many, it would actually cost more money to buy that as a prop than to actually use
Yeah.
real currency to buy the sets.
That's
I think it would, if the right person was there, I think they would still appreciate it. Obviously, wouldn't be able to accept it, but it's a fun idea. But as the sets go, I think they did a very good job with them. I like how modular they are, similar to Super Mario sets, using the same kind of bases.
Oh,
and
right.
with
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. A part of me just kind of wants more out of it because Animal Crossing thrives on a lot of diversity, a lot of different kinds of animals and characters and designs. So the fact that they have only a handful of different animals as it is, and each set always feels like it's missing one or two figures, it kind of makes me hold off on it for a little bit.
I'm interested in the minifigures. I like these cute heads.
I like the tree trunk. Look how it has like almost like roots coming out of it. Is that different? Like that?
I've seen this piece in green.
Oh, okay.
Yep, sometimes they use it as like a spike ball piece, maybe like a large hammer or something. Okay. So that is a good idea, using it as a root.
So we also have Lego Friends Flower Garden poly bag, which it's okay.
Where's the minifig? I don't understand.
No minifig.
Oh.
We got Disney's Ashna welcome booth.
Asha.
Oh,
The
Asha.
little butterfly in it looks cute. For the Friends poly bag.
Yeah,
Yes. It's like a snake.
No, I think that's part of the graphic design. I think
Oh,
it's a butterfly.
the snake's trying to bite the Yeah, what kind of snake's trying to bite?
This is from the movie Wish, which we
Is
haven't
this the
seen yet.
is this the Wish character?
Yeah, isn't that so cute? Okay, so
It's like winking.
so all Disney stores are closed everywhere, and this is where I feel I miss it the most when you have a new Disney movie and there's a super cute character and you have nowhere to buy the super cute character from.
But now there's a poly bag.
I know, but like, what if you know how usually Disney stores will probably have like a plush.
Oh, I
Like
see.
I don't know where to
Like
buy like stuff. I guess
a
there's like
plushie.
DisneyStore.com, but like we have to pay extra.
I like
living here across the border.
Asha's hairpiece,
Mhm.
and I think
You
it's
could
like
also
the
try
regular
checking.
one.
You can also try checking Target stores because I know a lot of them, at least in the U.S., have integrated like a whole
Oh,
Disney
that's
section,
true.
like separate from any
When we
other
go to the
merchandise.
US.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
That's
this is
right.
the Animal Crossing one.
Mhm.
Space hover bike. Oh, so you can get some of the blue
Ooh.
or the medium azure space woman.
She is.
And I like those purple crystals
I
too.
was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Is that sand purple?
No, trans.
It's
Trans.
almost.
And then police.
So this is all coming January
2024.
2020.
Not necessarily January.
I see. Oh, all throughout. Interesting how they're releasing all of it.
Yeah, typically, I'm not exactly sure what the method is, but I remember seeing
Right.
this for almost every year. There would be a whole list of the poly bags with at least
Right
an
off
image
the
of the
front.
products right
Yeah.
out the gate, even if the set doesn't come out for like
Till
months
November.
after. Yeah, or some of them I don't even see out in the wild at all,
Right.
let alone as a gift with purchase.
Right.
Creator gift animals. So there's a
3-in-1.
dog.
A
Is this also a
squirrel?
dog? A dog, and a squirrel.
It does look
Maybe.
like a different kind of dog. I'm
A
not sure what else
puppy,
it's
like a
supposed to
smaller
be.
puppy. It's a hybrid between a squirrel and a dog.
This is a dog. The first one's a dog with ears, and the second one
Yeah.
is a dog with no ears.
A chihuahua.
Or maybe there's little beige. I mean,
Baby
tan ears there.
There's something that looks like a tail on it, but I don't know what else it would be than a dog.
Yeah.
Has to be
all the animals that we can create in our heads here.
Aurora's Forest Playground. So you got another Disney Princess Mini doll.
I guess a good
Two
way
more
to
animals
Aurora.
with it.
Is this a cat?
I think a gray squirrel.
And look, another winking squirrel. And it looks like they're like in baby chairs or high chairs.
So what I realized, there's a little switching motion right around each of those chairs.
Oh, it's a ride.
You turn it like it's a small Ferris
The
wheel.
thing from Chuck E. Cheese. There's like a ride in Chuck E. Cheese that's similar to this. You put your kid on it.
That's creative. I like that.
Exactly.
I guess there's a toggle in the back that will help you spin it, perhaps.
Yeah, somewhere around that where that steel piece is.
This didn't happen in Sleeping Beauty. They didn't have.
No, I don't recall this tree.
No.
There was fairy godmothers.
Minecraft, Steve, and Baby Panda.
Baby Panda. Is that a pizza box?
It is.
I think it's a cake.
Cake.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
That's cool. I don't know about the panda though. The panda's sitting up.
That's like probably the smallest of panda they made because there was a panda nursery set a couple of years ago, and I remember it being a little larger build.
Yes. Duplo, my first duck.
My first duck.
4-in-1. So you can make. It's like my Ducky Momo thing.
You can make a long-billed duck, or a high-neck duck, or a duck with a scarf.
2 of the ducks are sleeping.
Yeah. So it's probably the same piece where on one side it's an open eye and the other side.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Scooby-Doo, where it's like 2 different expressions on one side you look at it, or what's the more recent one? Fluffy from Harry Potter.
Oh, look at it's 1.5.
I was gonna say 1.5. Is that a new age?
Why not just 1? 1.5.
Well, I guess 1.5. There's more brain power that would have comprehension, speech, and motor skills.
We're gonna get Lego Sonic the Hedgehog Kiki's Coconut Hut.
Oh, how many limbs? 1, 2. Why is this a multi-limb thing?
So this is a robot.
Tail.
This is a robot that looks like a monkey. So the back limb is just a tail.
I see. Oh.
I like the bird.
There's all these little features.
Oh, we get a Star Wars AAT poly bag. All right.
Cool.
Lego Insider Double Points events starting December 12th.
December 12th.
So that is Sunday?
It's Tuesday? Wait, what's the day?
8,
9, 10.
Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So you get double points. And it coincides with the gifted purchases. the carriage and the ornaments,
Mm-hmm.
the decoration set.
So yeah, those
This
two
character's
different
nice.
purchases, I'm looking in the Lego website. They're available now for the first 2 weeks of December. So that's like right at the tail end of when those promos are happening. That the double VIP points will be in effect.
So you got to really time it.
Mm-hmm. You want to get the
Lego Fortnite now available.
yeah.
Oh.
I can't
What are
tell
your
you how
thoughts on
many
this?
people
Banana
outside
guy.
of Lego have tagged me about this.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Do you play Fortnite?
I've played it on occasion, but I think I have to start playing it again now.
So I think they're making the Fortnite characters in Lego form.
Mm.
Plus they're making skins on the
Oh.
Fortnite game that are Lego,
yeah. Versions.
minifigures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
So
right?
from what I've understood, if you already have the character or like unlocked or purchased on Fortnite, you would still be able to get the Lego version of it. But I don't know exactly how you transition from one to the other.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
And from what I've seen, there's like a long image I saw of all different kinds of characters included, and I really do like the designs, even if I'm not much into Fortnite itself. But adapting it into Lego worked really well. I'm just waiting for my boy Ripley because that one is like a Fortnite character I really enjoyed for a while. I don't even have him playable in the game yet, but it almost looks like a aquatic, almost like gel looking character. Like
Is he here? Can you see him?
I don't think he's in here because they haven't made him as a Lego version yet. But I'm sure that's something they would update over time because Fortnite does have a way of adding things periodically.
Yeah.
Why did they show the back of their heads?
Because they're walking into Fortnite world.
But we don't see their face.
Not yet. It's like dun, dun, dun.
It's gonna be revealed. So it says you'll be. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's even a separate account on Instagram and Twitter that I've seen that's just called Lego Fortnite, like as an official account separate from Lego itself or Fortnite.
Okay.
So they have a bunch of videos on there, a couple of screenshots of how all the characters adapt into the game now.
Because I did see that photo. It's like a grid, and it shows like I don't know 100 characters or something like that.
Yeah,
like a lot. It says here 1,200 outfits that will be in Lego form.
I don't even have 1,200 outfits. Ariel's castle.
So we've gotten these mini castles. We've gotten the Haunted Mansion. We got one from Aladdin.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the new one, which is Disney's Ariel's Castle.
Underwater, undersea.
It's nice.
Tritons.
This looks nice. Very gold. Cool. And then you have the underwater. Nice. So I guess this is the fourth castle now. Yeah, because we got the regular castle, palace of. Agrabah? I have it in one of the boxes.
Yeah, there's a lot of boxes back there, by the way.
And the mini haunted house, I also have in one of the boxes. I haven't opened it yet.
Maybe I'm gonna build these things.
So this is the fourth one, which I like that they're doing like these themed castles now, and it's like
and the price point is not bad. Like this one's for $40 US.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, usually you fit somewhere around 35, 40.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess the price per piece is good, but they are tiny pieces, so you got to consider that as well. But it's nice. I like it. And I think this is the first time we actually get a mini doll,
Ariel,
instead of a minifigure.
Yeah.
Right, with the series of it is a little odd to me because we've already had a couple of them with minifigures, and then the Aladdin one didn't have any figures whatsoever of any sort.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what decision they made for that, but the Ariel, at least here, looks a little bit different from some of the previous ones. Like I can tell it's a different tailpiece that they use, or a different color for it.
Yes.
That Little Mermaid color I heard was designed specifically for Ariel when they were developing her in the late 1980s for the animation.
Oh, really?
It was called Ariel's green tail color.
Oh.
Like I'm sure in the whole world of color spectrum, it's there. It's just that in terms of like paint by the Disney animators, they specifically created it.
Very cool.
All right, let's see what else.
Exclusives.
Oh, so these are some Lego Shop or Lego Store 2024 exclusives.
2024.
Mhm.
Oh, fun.
So the postcard,
Yeah.
Japan's postcard.
Okay.
I haven't picked up any of the postcards because I
Mm.
know there's a London one.
Is this like telling me, Maria, you now have an option to get me some Christmas gifts?
And there's some,
that you've never
like-
been
This
able
is
to.
the easiest out to a wish
Yes,
list ever.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think there's like an Australia. Was there an Australian one? I think there might
Oh,
be.
interesting.
Yep, there was an
Oh, what is this?
Australian one.
Mount Fuji. We get like a cool bridge with
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's really
Nice.
cool.
Very creative. Very creative.
Spring Animal Playground.
Oh, look at the chickadee and another squirrel. And look at the
Chicken,
little.
that's funny.
Look at the
They
little
like the Lego
eggs.
squirrels.
They made the eyes look like cross-eyed.
Yep. Seesaw. There's a seesaw there. There's a campfire fire. All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's the back of it.
Oh, look, they're playing. They're playing on the seesaw.
I feel like, why are they showing the egg at the top there? Like, is the egg supposed to be in the tree or is the egg? No, over here. See?
Yeah, I see it. I was looking
There's
if it
an
was
egg,
here.
an egg coming out of the tree or an egg coming out of the squirrel.
I think it's coming out of the tree. I can see the branches on the side.
Mhm.
So I think it's like the back of
Ah.
the tree might just be hollow and you could fit stuff inside of it like
Oh.
the egg.
Ooh,
Valentine's.
this is cute. I
Hedgehog.
don't usually
picnic
respond
date.
like this in a while, you know.
Which one is cute? Because he's holding a rose.
No, the one with a happy face.
Oh, the happy face.
I mean, they're both.
because this one's cross-eyed again. They like making their characters
Yes,
cross-eyed.
because they're
And look, there's chocolate in a basket.
Wrapped chocolate with a ribbon
Yes.
Oh yeah.
and a picnic basket. And is that a big mushroom? Is that some sort of a mushroom design?
Where's the
Looks like a
mushroom?
mushroom.
Like this thing, like a
Oh
cushion.
yeah, a mushroom. Because hedgehogs are
Is it
small.
a mushroom? But then, like, look here. Look in the bottom box. Like, scroll down. See how it's the shape of a heart?
Oh, it's a
that's
heart mushroom.
cute.
I like
I
that.
like that.
Right. So from the top, that's a top view of you looking at the heart
Yeah.
with the benches and stuff.
Even the ground itself
I
is made
like-
to look like a heart
Yes.
shape.
Oh yeah, good job.
Oh, you're right.
I like how they made this heart. It's like a nice smooth build
Yeah.
to create that
Mhm.
surface.
Yeah, it's nice. This Japan postcard, $15. Oh, look, they even have like on
Oh
the
yeah,
map where it is.
Okay.
I wonder if all the postcards do that.
Suddenly you want all the hey, hang on, hold off on that. Don't get it for yourself.
Oh, and they even
It's
have
not
I guess this says Japan
in
in
Japanese.
the caricatures.
Yeah. Cherry blossoms.
So these
Oh.
are just like
Additionals to your you can add for your spring bouquet flower stuff.
they
Okay,
use
I feel
the
like-
crack eggs.
Yeah, I feel like this is similar to one of the builds. Like
Mhm.
a cluster of it that we did.
Yeah. I think it was like blue.
Mm-hmm.
The wildflowers.
Mhm.
They use crack eggs.
Mhm.
Oh, 8 to 12. Oh, so it ends on the 12th. Is that
Oh.
it? I guess we read that wrong. The double VIP points ends on the 12th. It's
I
December
see.
8th. So it starts today. Today to
okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today to Tuesday.
This will be the last double points of the year, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What else? Lego Ideas, the vintage service station achieves 10,000
The
points.
service station.
This
That
looks like
looks really
something
cool.
out of Cars, but it's like an old 1950s gas station.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Coca-Cola, 10 cents.
That's very cool.
Brickstone.
Brickstone, I like it.
Brickstone tires. I like that.
I like how
Brickstone.
the roof looks very smooth.
It reminds me of pizza.
Oh, it's because
Colors.
Italian
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
You're
But they're working with
Italian,
the
right?
Octane logo, which also has the same colors.
Mm-hmm.
You're Italian, right, Joey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I felt that you were Italian. I don't know why.
I like the roof.
I wonder
of it
how he
where
got that idea. I talk with my hands all the time.
The vehicles are nice, like this pickup truck.
Reminds me of
Mhm.
cars from Disney, like Moto.
Yeah.
That's nice, vintage.
It also reminds me of
Almost-
that one that they made for ideas that was like a gift of purchase. There was like a teal convertible or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one looks like it would fit in with.
Nocturnal.
Yep.
I like the name handler of the artist, Nocturnal.
Mhm.
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal.
Oh, Nocturnal.
That's clever.
Yeah.
And the white wall
Just
tires is a
different
good touch.
angles.
If that could actually be created, that would be fantastic.
Forest
Another
space.
one. Lego Ideas Forest Space achieves 10,000
Very
supporters.
Robin Hoodie.
It does look like Robin Hood.
They have a skeleton as a jailed person. Poor skeleton.
The building technique looks like classic, like how they would do the wood before. Like they use these. I don't know what their pieces are called, but I know they come in 1x2 and 1x4s. They look like cylinders, but they're all attached together.
It's like a log texture.
Like a log texture, yeah. And this piece is, I guess this piece here, the fence piece, it's usually like in black, but now this is in brown. And even this, it's like a curved fence.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Usually it's in black.
I've never seen the curved one before.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. They even have like rock work and underneath where the entry level. Because
this actually might make it for all the forest fans. What was that?
I don't know if this was intentional or if it's always been a design in there and I just somehow picked it out now. But I looked again at those fence pieces and up close, if you look carefully, it looks like two deer or bucks that are facing each other. You can see like the antlers pointing out the other way, the eyes are facing inward.
Oh wow!
If that's always been a design choice, and I just realized the negative space,
that would be cool.
I love that piece.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think we notice it now because it's in brown.
Yeah, maybe.
When it's in black, you don't really think of it as
deer heads.
Yeah,
that's cool. This will be a big set though if this makes it heavy.
Let's see here. Yeah, 2,700. Like even if it doesn't become an ideas, it might become a Bricklink designer Bricklink designer one, because something like this I could see it as a Bricklink designer program set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different angles. I guess this is the back. They have some rock work.
Yep. And bullseye targets.
This is cool. How they did the water.
Yeah.
The water well. So these are the Lego 2024 Disney sets revealed. So I guess this is like a princess battle pack. They have different princesses together.
Yeah.
The Princess Frog, Ariel with legs.
Aurora
and Cinderella.
With
little habitats,
which is interesting because there's like Belle's fountain. Like this part here is Belle's fountain with her books.
Right, yeah. Where's
so I
Belle?
don't know where Belle is.
Is she here?
She's in one of the other sets underneath.
Yeah, you have to buy the rest of it to get the. But you know how they just had like.
Oh, here she is.
Oh, with. Is it Gaston the horse?
No, Gaston's not the horse. Gaston's the.
Who is the horse? Oh, Maurice. No, Maurice.
No,
dad.
Maurice is his
Oh my gosh, I can't think.
I don't remember what the horse's name is. That's a good question.
There is a horse name because she had to like calm him down at one point.
Oh, I don't know.
Philippe.
Hey.
That's what I googled at least.
Oh, is it?
Philippe. Yes, Philippe.
Philippe, the horse.
Calm down, Philippe, is what she says, or something.
Okay.
Oh, there's Elsa. It seems like these Disney princess characters are like wearing modern
like
tops.
More stylish, trendy.
They're like wearing tank tops or
2023
something.
tops, you mean?
Yeah,
it's like a sleeveless dress kind of.
What was the jungle or the forest thing that they have that they released, but has like all the little princesses? But those are
the enchanted.
But those are minifigure formats, right? And these are
no, those are also Disney dolls.
Oh, they are dolls.
Princess dolls.
Yeah, because I feel like if you have that, do you have it all? Or did they change their clothing, their costumes here?
The torsos are different.
Oh man.
These are more like modern.
Or even more detailed.
Mm-hmm. They almost look like they could be reflective, like a sequin dress.
Yeah, this one looks fancy. Look at that.
Well, look, she's even at a ice cream cart. Did they have something in that Frozen time?
Look at that Olaf down there. Cutie.
Olaf without the nose.
Yeah.
Elsa's Frozen Castle, 4+. Oh, we get the reindeer. And look, she's like wearing like a Black Widow type
Outfit.
outfit
Yeah. Making s'mores.
with the purple fire.
Oh, they added the salamander from Frozen 2 in here. It's sitting on the throne.
Oh yeah.
So maybe this is Frozen 2.
It seems like it's got a little elements of each one. Like the
Yeah.
castle itself being from Frozen 1, and then the slide area looks like Frozen 2.
Oh.
Who's she with
She's
the
the
black
villain.
hair?
She's the villain of Rapunzel. That's why I'm kind of intrigued that.
This is the first time I've seen her.
Yeah. She was the pretend mother. She's the one who kidnapped the baby princess from her parents' house because she would help her maintain her eternal youth. What's her name?
Mother
Is this supposed to
Gothel?
be? Sorry,
I think her name was Mother Gothel.
Gothel.
Mother Gothel.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And that's long hair or a yellow.
This is supposed to be her
string of
hair.
Spaghetti.
I'm not sure what piece this is that she's holding though.
Yeah.
It looks like a jar, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen Tangled in a while, so I can't
I
remember.
know. That was a fun movie.
Relevant.
Princess Market Adventure. Oh, that we saw this one
Yeah.
already.
The Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones is on sale.
Oh,
The big
20% off.
tongue.
25. Botanical
Oh,
Collection.
so this is the new flower
Don't already
roses.
have roses? What are the different? How are these? How is this?
Each of these, there's 3 different designs. So see how this flower
is different.
is different from this, and
that
it's different from
rosebud?
this.
Oh, I like that third one with the whip piece in the middle.
Where's the whip piece?
It's like the Indiana Jones whip.
Oh,
It's
here.
at the middle of the curl.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice.
How did they
Good
attach that? I'm trying to see.
And then you have baby's breath. I like
It
the
looks like a
baby's
clip.
breath idea
Mhm.
because I think that adds dimension because your roses over there are just roses.
They're regular.
Yeah.
So, and they already come with 12. These ones come with 12.
Oh, okay.
So January 1st,
What?
$60. That's a good price per piece also.
That's a good price for a bouquet of roses in general.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially look
at
I
that
like that
fancy-
vase. I want that vase.
Fancy.
Yeah,
Get the
that's
roses.
cool.
I'm gonna find that vase. Vase.
So these are the 3 different
I see shapes
shapes that you can
Mhm.
make.
or bloom levels.
So this
Nice.
is full bloom.
A budlet.
This is it's 1, 2, 3.
I think so.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like it.
Very, very nice.
Lego Ideas Classic Tractor achieves 10,000. Oh, this
Ooh,
is
that's cool.
Technic. It's a combination of Technic and
I like that.
system.
Red.
Actually, no, I think it's all Technic. Oh no, there's some system.
It looks like the top of the tractor is made out of system, but yeah, majority of it technic.
The bottom is Technic, yeah.
And that would
Looks
be
small.
something. That would be something exciting for ideas because you don't usually see a lot of Technic incorporated into ideas sets, unless
That's
it's
true.
something like
Mhm.
from JK Brickworks, where it's like the maze or the
Yes.
um
There was another one.
the one with the planes that fly back and forth. I forget what it's called though.
Did he do like a horse too? Like early on?
It
Did
wasn't
that
an
make it?
ideas set, but I know he's built,
Oh, maybe I think that was Bricklink Designer Program, maybe.
or maybe yeah, that.
Oh, it looks like it tilts or something.
Mhm.
I don't want to press it, but oh, and you get these
Bales of hay.
that are just made out of the discs, I guess. What else? Lego Classic 2024 sets revealed.
Monster heads. I guess the random
Isn't
things
this
you can make
from
from Lego. It's like Mixels with eyes and
Monsters Inc? Is this like a Monsters Inc thing?
could be. They all look.
So the box indicates that it's space, and that's something I've noticed over a lot of the different images for 2024. Even if it's
Yeah.
not all in the same theme, Lego Dreams, Lego City, Creator, they all have
They're
this
naming
label on
it.
the side of it of space.
I know Lego City has space, and there's Technic that also
Mhm.
had a space
Interesting.
with this like great like triangle.
Space
gray.
is a huge thing coming up this year because they're trying to I think Jeff Bezos has a huge investment in space in general.
What animal is
Okay.
this?
Chipmunk.
Where's the
head.
legs and the arms?
It's just
It's just the head.
It's burrowed. It's like underneath the ground. Oh, a gopher. It's a gopher.
Oh,
And the
okay.
rest of the
Oh,
body is using
okay.
your imagination underneath the ground.
Okay.
That makes
They're-
sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh.
guinea pig, but I think gopher is what they're going
Nope.
for.
I don't know about the red. I mean, the blue ribbon on top.
Are these the
because,
ears?
You know, blue is not generally a color that animals have,
There's the bunny.
other than feathers, maybe, and scales.
Yeah,
Oh, the different houses.
It's like the San Francisco
Yeah, like San
skinnies.
Francisco.
Mhm.
And
Creative
vehicles.
Oh, look at that Volkswagen.
And this was the
That's cool.
aliens.
I like that.
Oh, instead of the pink bucket, you get a medium azure bucket.
Mhm.
Oh, so these are the Fortnite.
Oh, that's a lot.
Some of the characters.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's a better
You're
look
gonna-
at some of them up front.
Look at the Christmas tree guy in the back. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's a sleeping banana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of these characters.
I like the sock monkey towards the left side.
Where is it? Oh yeah.
Oh, this one here.
That's fun.
Mhm.
What is this character with the bananas coming out of her head?
I think it's just a hat.
Oh, okay.
It's some kind of
And
hat.
this bear is, I guess, one of the main characters.
Mm.
The bear and the banana.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, the banana I see on a lot of stuff, and the fish a
Yeah.
couple times on like different merchandise.
Oh, this is the transfer. So this is the Fortnite, and this
Mm.
is the Lego version.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I don't know her name.
Dreams.
Dream sets.
Oh, look at that! It
revealed.
looks like I want to say like a Shira set. Isn't there something like oh my gosh, she does like where the sorceress live has like kind of like shape like
the top.
a teardrop.
Yeah, that is cool.
Interesting.
This character looks like Garmagon from like
Oh yeah, multi-level.
Ninjago.
It's interesting
Mhm.
how they keep on still developing dreams.
This
Is
character
the
looks
cartoon
cool.
still ongoing? I guess, right?
Yeah,
I think
so
Yeah.
yeah, the cartoon had started around May of this year, and I
Mm.
think they just added more episodes a month or
Oh,
two
okay.
ago. I went to an event right after Brickford, Virginia, like the week
Yeah.
after, at one of the Lego flagship stores. They had a Dreams event where you get
Okay.
there early in the morning, you're encouraged to wear your pajamas, and they called a BJ
Oh.
premiere party.
Oh,
Where they actually premiered like a few of the episodes of Lego Dreams. They had a couple of miniature builds of like the turtle van, and there was like a stealth version of Z-Blob, which I loved. That was like my favorite thing. It was a fun little event, and just another like cool way of introducing this
Mhm.
theme.
Do you have any of the dream sets?
Currently, I have it's out of frame from here, but I have Bunchu the bunny, which was like one of the first ones I wanted to get. I just love the idea of like a stuffed rabbit that becomes a huge mech, and it's very
Okay.
playable. I have a polybag that was released right around when the Dreams theme started, so it just has like the stuffed bunny as just a one-piece bunny figure, and there's like this little entrapment for it with another creature next to it, and that slime character I talked about, Z-Blob, is like as a micro figure. I don't even know what the term is, but there's like you fit a
They're
minifig
like
in a
tiny,
really small
yeah.
body. So
Yeah.
so that's the thing. And then the Pegasus set, I highly recommend that
Okay.
one
oh, okay.
because it's really cool for just like as a whole build. It's got a really good balance of colors, but it also can separate into like 2 or 3 different models that you can use like
Got it.
one after the other with each other. So if you want to have the more nightmarish aspect, it's
Mhm.
like it's like a 3-in-1 without having to rebuild it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten any of the dream sets, but
I'm
I
looking
like
at
the
this content,
characters.
yeah.
I like the
Mhm.
characters. Mateo's off-road car,
From Dreams again.
where you get these the macaroni pieces on
Oh.
trans
Hmm.
green. Izzy's narwhal
Narwhal.
hot air balloon.
So yeah, the balloon
Look at
of
her
it looks like a
hairpiece.
narwhal.
Whoa,
That's-
that's cool.
It could be like a Wild Styles hair.
Mhm.
Mr.
It's a
Oz's
very-
space car.
It's a very cool piece in person, like a nice blend, iridescent kind of
Oh yeah.
between purple and blue.
Blue, yeah.
Yes. We get that space logo again, this
Oh.
time on Dreams.
Interesting.
Yep.
It's like collecting all the boxes now, just
Just for
without
space.
the
I
space.
guarantee
on it.
that's going to be somebody's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get all the space labels.
Oh, look at that. The beard is molded into the hair.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I've never seen that.
I know this character was already in a dream set with like a big, almost looks like a school bus with a spaceship on each end. I don't know if that's like as just one big hairpiece or headpiece, or if you still have a minifig head under
Braces,
Oh.
headgear,
Oh.
or a sleeping guard, maybe.
Not
I think it's
whiskers.
intended to be braces.
Yeah,
Hmm.
braces. Zoe and
Zion or
Zion.
Zion, the cat
Yep.
owl, the
Oh, look at that.
cowl. Hmm. It looks like a sphinx.
There's
A
the
lot
what
of
Joey
the-
was talking about.
Yeah.
The minifigure head
I know. I like these guys.
on the little
Mhm.
body. One-eyed cat.
Hmm.
Yep. That cat piece is a new one.
It verges on such abstract art.
And this one is
Sandman
the
Tower,
Sandman's
yeah.
Tower. The one that we saw. This is the flagship one, probably.
Hmm.
The main.
Yeah.
Lego Minecraft 2024 sets reveal. Whoa, look at this guy.
This is wow.
This is called the Destroyer Showdown. Oh no, the Devourer.
He's been decapitated and he wears it on his.
He's like a
chest.
pig man,
Hmm.
but he has like sand.
I guess
arms.
it's more like a hunch design.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ah,
this is like
thank you.
the hunchback here.
I was trying to like, how are they making this character? That makes it much
Look
more
at this
sense.
guy.
I love that guy. That looks great.
And they use this piece for the nose,
Yeah.
the joint.
It looks like it could be a gargoyle.
And this flamingo looks cool too.
Oh, I just want to build the flamingo on its own. That looks great. And I just want to make different colors out of it now that he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you remember the arcade game Joust, it reminds me of that, where they had like ostriches or birds or something to ride on.
Oh, okay.
So Steve's desert expedition.
Expedition.
Steve looks different. How come his face looks?
He looks.
Does he usually have
surprised.
a blue band over his eyes?
I don't have enough context with Minecraft to know if this is right, but it looks like
It
a pair
looks
of
different.
goggles. I'm just guessing because it's like
Okay.
based in the desert, so it'll keep it from sand getting in
Makes
his
sense.
eyes.
And we have
At
a
least I've seen that
camel.
in other games.
Is it a
So
camel
it
or a
could be.
llama?
Well, it's the
That's-
desert.
Looking
Are
more
there
like a
llamas in the
camel.
I don't
desert?
know where a llama's from.
Well, we have a one hump here.
Ah, okay.
Turtle Beach House.
Turtle Beach House. Look at that turtle.
Oh, he has a turtle skin.
Yeah.
It's like a ninja turtle.
This is the thing I like most of the Minecraft series, when they have these $20 sets that are just all about a specific animal.
Mhm.
Or sometimes larger than that, like the pig house or the...
I didn't
Oh, yeah,
realize
that's
this
the
is
house.
the
The
turtle
turtle.
head.
Yeah.
The head.
I'm
this-
just
yeah.
seeing it now too.
yeah.
We were at the chapters yesterday, like our equivalent to Barnes and Noble, and there was a Minecraft set that Hayden says we don't have yet.
Oh,
There was the fox, the pig.
we have the fox, the pig, the panda, and
Panda.
the bunny rabbit.
Oh,
But do you have the chicken?
No,
there's a chicken. I think
There-
maybe that's what he was showing.
is that new? The chicken, or is that old?
The chicken's a couple years old.
Oh,
It's like a
okay.
chicken coop where you
missed
can
that.
have them actually walk up into the giant brick-built chicken,
Oh, fine.
and it has like a little
Oh.
deposit on the back for the eggs to drop out.
Well, now
That's
they have a
cool.
turtle too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also noticed that they use roller skates for the baby turtles.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they
like
did.
the edge of the roller skate being the head, and
I
then
love it.
the wheels
That's
being
funny.
the legs.
Correct.
So we have baby turtles, we have a regular turtle, we have a mega turtle,
That's funny.
and then a turtle suit.
Yeah.
That's great.
The Nether Portal Ambush.
Nether portal ambush.
What animal's this?
Nether portal animal with a mohawk.
Sounds good
or
to me.
something. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Why
Why do
figure
they
out
have
what
like a
the
disc over here? Is that like plops?
maybe it's plops. And they have little nether
Heads.
heads. The frog house.
Okay, I'm trying to look for the frog.
I don't see the frog. I see a frog
I
here.
see frog.
I see him right away.
You see the? Oh, I see him. Eyes, mouth, eyes, mouth. Next to.
I see the eyes.
And
but-
then could this be a tongue? Like the steps, like
Oh,
that.
it's
Yeah,
a
the steps
tongue.
on the tongue.
It looks like it's broken though.
Like it needs braces.
Or maybe it's open. Does it
It's
close?
too
Well,
open.
Because it has a door that's open. But yeah, I can see how that looks like it's...
Like this,
Gaping.
the mouth. I guess the mouth is gaping, but these are the legs here.
Mhm.
And
It's
I
a
don't
bit
know.
reachy.
Yeah.
hmm
The Devourer. The Devour. That's a word, eh? The Devourer.
Yeah. This
hmm
Fortnite
saw
again.
that.
Officially announced.
Ask any Ninjago fan. The Great Devourer is
The Great
something from
Devourer.
like the early years.
It's not an easy word to say.
Devourer.
Devourer.
Oh, look. Minecraft Legends.
Oh.
hmm
Interesting. That's a new box. So we have Lego Friend sets. And
Oh,
again, we have the space box
Mm,
for people who are going to be collecting the space
mm.
with the logo. So we got astronaut suits now for the Friends mini dolls. I don't
Those
know
are
if we've
cool.
gotten that before.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing a post not too long ago for that space set. They use the same characters as one of the previous Friends space sets, where they have like a space academy, so they're being trained to go to space. And this
There
is
you
the
go.
Oh,
That's
follow-up.
your story. That's the
Right?
story that you like.
Exactly.
It follows.
Exactly. That's what I love. And I reposted it immediately when I
Oh,
saw
that's
it.
awesome.
So we have Olivia, we have Julian, and I can't really make out the name of the middle. Aveline.
I think it's
Can you
Avaline.
even see it?
Yeah. It's
Aveline.
What's that green thing? It's like a
It's like
Yeah.
a pod
Oh,
with
I
like a
see.
alien inside
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
that they see. Stargazing camp vehicle.
Ooh, I like those stars in the sky. Have those stars ever been a piece before? Yellow.
I'm not sure if they glow in the dark or not. They
I
might.
don't think they've been a piece in that color before. Because they're usually used in
Yellow.
like I've seen them in yellow,
I've
orange,
seen them
like a
yellow, but not
medium
the white.
nougat. But I
It's a
don't
nice
recall white.
contrast. Yeah.
And look
So
at this
what was it?
vehicle. It
With a
has like
tent.
a tent.
To sleep over outdoors.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
And it has a way. There's a hinge I can see on it where it makes it easier to fold up.
Yeah.
Right. So we have Nova and Alava.
Mhm.
I guess this is Alava here. Oh no, it's
No.
Alav. It's a different character, Alavine. Maybe
Yeah.
they're sisters. Mars Space Base and Rocket. Oh, this is the one we just saw.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just saw this one. Mobile Cafe. Who's this guy?
Oh.
He's a croissant.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a croissant.
I
With
would
a
not
little
have
step hat.
I would not have guessed that if you hadn't seen it, but now I totally see
I
it.
thought it was like a donut, like one of those weird shaped donuts.
It's like a
Yeah.
donut that somebody bit into it and it's only half the donut left, maybe.
Or it could be
we
that.
got
But
Jules
croissant, that's great.
and Aaliyah.
What does the black part? Like I wish we would have like a
that we see
overhead
it.
bird's eye view.
It looks like a croissant.
Oh, okay.
It is a croissant, and it's the same
Oh,
croissant
yeah.
as this. It has
That's
the
their
face,
symbol.
the
That's so
face on
funny.
it. So
Yeah,
this is like a mascot, like
Yeah.
one of those characters dressed up. This is nice. This piece here.
Mm-hmm.
Autumn's baby cow shed.
Baby cow.
With Autumn and Leo.
What's with this brush like?
I'm not sure what that is.
I mean, is it like a cactus? But like, have they had that in another sort
Or is
of...
it a cleaning?
Oh, it is. Like
it's
when
probably
you...
cleaning.
Right.
You clean the cow.
The baby cow.
The cow goes
Baby
through
cow.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mini boutique. Look at her hairpiece. It's covering one eye.
yeah, stylish.
Cool.
It is stylish. Who is that character? Paisley. Got all these modern names. And
Yeah.
Candy.
Candy.
Whatever
and
to the
Kate.
original Lego Friends when it's
Kate?
just like regular
Zane.
names.
I mean, we
Like
saw Olivia
stripper
before,
names.
so
Yes,
they're
it
still
was Olivia.
around.
Yeah.
Candy. These are like the kids now of Olivia and Candy and Paisley.
Electric
Mhm.
car. Look at that.
Nova and Zach.
How you...
Solar powered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More croissants and apples on the side over there.
Karaoke party. Oh, this is Leanne,
Oh, yes.
the token Asian.
Yes. Look at the turtle. It's cute.
Oh yeah, the turtle.
Turtle. Or, I don't know, salamander? Salamander, maybe?
Maybe.
I like the trans colored bricks here for the style.
Yeah.
You can see
And
BTS.
I'm getting the impression the stickers on here are probably going to be like the glitter back ones. because they've done that
Oh,
before
these-
with Friends with like the arcade or bowling alley one.
Yeah.
I wonder if these are real songs that you can read. Oh, right now she's saying la la la.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the
Uh,
part that they have, but the little machine next to it, it just looks like lines. It would be awesome if it was red or some. That'd be a great time to put in like everyone is awesome or something like that,
Yeah,
like some of the Lego Movie songs.
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, that's so 2014. That's like so 10 years ago. These are
Yeah.
like the Gen Z. Oh, so this one is Playground Adventure.
Yeah.
And then we got
Fashion store.
Vintage Fashion Store. Oh, it's a bigger
Reduce,
one.
reuse, recycle. So it's like repurpose your clothing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Be very mindful.
Vintage.
Cool.
We got a change room here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Leanne again. Oh, this the prices. It's not that bad. $2, $4.
Yeah.
Heart Lake's City Talent Show.
Oh,
Whoa, this is
switch.
the mega one.
Wow. Look at the laser lights.
They all have
coming
like
out.
sunglasses.
Oh
Because
man.
that's cool. Look at the shoulder.
I know,
pads.
it's like Kiss.
Yeah.
If it was gold instead of silver,
Yeah.
that works well.
Is this drum set? That thing?
I don't know what
Or
this is.
synthesizer? I don't know. No,
Is
I
it-
don't know actually.
Is she part
She
of
looks
it?
like she's like in Professor X kind of setup.
Oh, maybe it's like a music competition. Then she might be the judge or something. Right?
Oh, good one.
And these are the
She's-
buzzers?
Yeah, she's just sitting
Yeah.
there. Oh, good one. I didn't think of it. Oh, good.
Interesting, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
noticed that now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They should have had 3 judges. That
Mhm.
would be more clear.
Yeah.
But that's more characters. Farm Animal Sanctuary. I always like these little guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they always end up with a farm set for like the Friends wave. There's like
Yeah.
always like a farm set. Pop Star Tour Bus.
Pop Star Tour Bus. That's quite
So
big.
many sets in like these. Oh, it's the same.
20.
There's your story again. So
Yeah, and she's got a different
Yeah,
outfit
yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
this is your
Okay,
tour
style.
bus,
Coming
and
from her
then
concert
she
stage
goes
set.
the
The,
concert.
the farm sanctuary.
It's the
just
same.
found a way.
Yeah, with the pink hair.
Mhm.
Is this guy here the yellow? Oh, he's
yeah.
probably this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be.
And then that's just a fan. Ollie and Paisley's family home. Whoa,
Ollie
this is
and
a big one.
Paisley.
There's like 2 homes together.
I like the purple.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the foliage.
Is this like from Dreams? No, I think they're skinnier. Like the leaves are Dreams.
I think it's a new piece altogether. And it's something I could see them doing in Dreams though.
But this is like a whole neighborhood.
Yeah. There's
Mhm.
like 7 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. See, when they come out with sets like this,
Mhm.
that's when Friends is like stepping up their game. Like at the end
Yeah.
of last year, 2023, or this year right
Yeah.
now,
Mhm.
they have a lot of cool Friends
They
buildings.
got a lawn gnome in there. That's adorable.
Let's see.
Where?
A lawn
It's right.
gnome.
It's right after the blue house, in between the two.
This. Oh, I love it. Let's make that. Oh, that's so cool. I want to make a bunch of lawn gnomes.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So
all those
smart.
all those pieces exist in those colors, so
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yes.
people can make those right now.
It's like the Expedia lawn mown.
Mhm.
Farm animal set, 4
Baby
plus,
goat.
hot
dog
dog
truck.
truck.
I feel like wasn't there just a recent hot dog truck?
Not recent. It was like 2016 ish, and it had the
Still
roof.
got that one around.
Yeah, I remember the roof. It's more of like a hot dog, like old fashioned one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it had this thing, like the
Yeah.
hot dog sticking out.
Yeah.
Horse and pony, and then Lego City sets.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a burger truck.
Mm.
The burger truck one is great.
Yeah, it looks cool. Race car, go kart,
Yeah.
and race driver.
Very
Is
colorful.
this a trophy?
I think
Mhm.
so.
He won.
Construction steamroller.
So these are all
Ooh,
like
look at
mini
that.
sets.
Like
Monster
this
trucks.
$15. Yeah.
Wait, this can't be this big. the tires are as tall as a
It's
minifigure.
that big.
Is the scale wrong?
I think it's a little bit off, but not by much. Like even looking at the minifig compared to the tiles and some of the hood of the car, it seems close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's big. Emergency ambulance.
Mhm.
Burger. Oh, this is the
That's a
burger
cool
van.
jacket.
Yep, that was cool. Was it last week already?
Uh,
Emergency copter. Where's the dates? Race car and car carrier truck. Oh, I know. I haven't seen this one.
the colors are cool.
Very 80s, actually.
It is a very easy. I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I think of Gem and the Holograms with those color trends.
Fire
rescue helicopter.
These are all the small ones. Fire rescue plane. All the fire now. Fire station with fire engine. This is like a modern fire station compared to what we usually get.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like a hospital or something.
That's a cool design.
Yeah. Police car and muscle car.
Muscle car.
Oh, this is the muscle car.
Again, I'm getting like a 80s, almost 90s vibe out of the lime green and
because of the hot pink, the lime greens.
Yes. Police mobile crime lab truck. I know they had something like this with agents, ultra agents. They had like a big truck, I remember. Police prison
cool.
island.
I do like seeing this.
Wow.
This prison island looks great. And there's a little like it's a little hard to see, but on the right side there's somebody peeking out with a spoon. So it looks like they dug their way out underneath the jail cell.
Oh.
Where?
Look.
It's like where the yellow shark sign is. There's somebody like poking out from the bottom of the island.
It's very what's that movie where they tried that they spooned themselves into a tunnel? Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, Shawshank.
Yeah, exactly.
Monkey Kid.
Oh, we saw these ones.
Harold was all excited about that one last week.
Quite a lot of news.
So many Legos.
Hey, it's Mayo.
We need to. Hi.
So, Joy, what are you up to this weekend?
Christmas lights.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Christmas decorating time. One of the things I'm excited about and always makes it as a decoration, we have we in my family we've always had this large Santa that looks like he's full of pockets, and that's basically our annual advent calendar. Even if I don't get the Lego ones in time, and there's like a stuffed version of a Santa that is on a string, so you just hop him from one pocket to the next one, each one having a picture on it. So I'll definitely have to make the first week of them once I hang that up.
Oh, very good. Do you guys usually get fresh trees, or do you guys have like your own tree?
We usually get a fresh one every year.
Smells good.
We just have to. We've moved a couple of bits of furniture around, so it's just a matter of like if it's going to be in the same place every year.
Yeah.
And also because we have a cat and a dog, just making sure we don't have anything too low hanging for ornaments. They're going to keep knocking them down.
Yeah. Very good.
Nice. What are we up to?
Well,
we get to see Hayden's basketball game.
Last game of the season.
We only get to watch once per month because they only let the parents in once per month. So for December, we get to watch the last one.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, I think it's just things are just winding down for all the fall terms, even swimming. Tomorrow's swimming's last day.
Yeah.
And then we're getting ready for Christmas, I guess. More and more. I have to
itemize. Before we sign out, what would you like to plug, Joey?
As far as YouTube stuff, I've been kind of leaning away from that recently. Regardless of having the new job and trying to focus on that. But just in general, like I may post a little video here and there, but nothing I could really, draw people into. I'd like to put out something by the end of the year because I've traditionally done some sort of like video recap with almost like a music video, but with like little snippets of things I did throughout the year. And I know I have one from last year I still have to put up. But mostly you can find me active through Twitter or Instagram. I've been posting on there, especially on both of those platforms. I've been posting every single day my own mock advent calendar. So miniature builds
Oh, okay.
based on the theme
That's cool.
Lego Hidden Side, and I
Yeah.
would sometimes add like a holiday element to them. So yesterday, for example, I had what looked like a standard chimney, like for Santa to come down and deliver presents, but instead for the chimney, you flip up a panel on it that takes away the mantle and it reveals the monster face.
Oh, cool.
And so on Instagram, it's Maniac4Bricks official.
That's correct.
Official.
Official.
Yep.
Nice.
That's cool.
We were gonna say our goodbyes.
So again, thanks for joining. How we got here, just counting down to the last few weeks of the month. But thanks for joining us this evening. And a special thanks to those who commented, including Mayo, Macro, ACOB, Danny Fandoms, and Brick Hive. Until next Friday again.
And thank you very much, Maniac4Bricks, for joining
nice
us.
to see you again, Joey.
We're gonna redirect to Jesse Galaxy Bricks, Critical Bricks. So he's on right now. And so I did the whole redirect.
Oh.
I learned this from Mayo, the redirect. It's like rating on Twitch.
Oh.
But
Cool.
until next time. Merry Christmas and bye.
Have a good
Take
night.
care.